Reset by Design Wellness, you did it again. You did it again. We had so much fun. We doing it for the gram, the Bali swing, beach day clubs, checking out the bamboo forest, going to one of the local spas, beautiful local spas, jumping into a pool covered in flowers, floating breakfast. We did it all, and we had an amazing time doing it together. And that's all because of the space that Reset by Design Wellness creates for us. You not only will feel safe physically, but you, more importantly, I feel like, will feel safe mentally and emotionally, which is really the whole reason that we're going on the retreat, is to relax, relate, release, reset, and just essentially come back home refreshed and renewed and ready to take on whatever it is that life is throwing at us. But aside from walking away with tools from the workshops in order to, work on the issues that you may have going on in your personal life, you also walk away with a new community, and you walk away with these women who all are just genuinely trying to support each other. Nobody wants anything from the other aside from a listening ear, perhaps, someone to offer a shoulder to cry on, someone to laugh with, someone to just experience new things with. You walk away with community when you go on a Reset by Design Wellness retreat. So anybody out there, any woman out there who is thinking about going, just go.
Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead, Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Yo, what it is? Hi everybody. What's going on, girl? How y'all doing on this good Tuesday? Okay. We are back for another BondyBlue show. The screen is so small on my TV. Yeah, they have a new thing. I don't know why it's small on your TV. They have a new thing going on. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know if I could hold on, let me see. They have a new thing going on, right? Where they allow you to do portrait mode and landscape at the same time. And I was just trying to try it out. But now I'm thinking, maybe I shouldn't have done that, girl. Okay? Because if y'all looking at it and it's all, small, I don't like that. I don't like it. Okay, hold up, y'all. Because my screen just did some weird shit. Now I can't see what's going on. Yeah, y'all, StreamYard came out with a new update. In their update, they added it's vertical on your phone. Okay. And see, this is the thing though, and I'm only going to be doing this today. If y'all could, check your settings. It's big on your phone. Okay. It looks different. Yeah. No, y'all have to change it on y'all's end, not mine. I'm actually, if you can see me, then you will know that I'm actually in landscape and vertical at the same time. So yeah, I think that might be something that y'all will have to look at on y'all's end. You're live in both regular YouTube format and shorts format, right? Both running at the same time, right? Okay, it's us now. No, I'm just saying, like, because I'm looking at both of them, so that's why I'm like, I don't think it's something that I could do, for y'all to dictate what y'all see if I'm doing both. I need YouTube to quit the updates. I'm young but not tech savvy. I'm young but not tech savvy. It gave 2 to choose from. No, it's you. I'm on my laptop. Okay. If you go out and come back in, it will adjust. Okay. How do I get out of shorts mode? Wow, this is really uh I was trying to make it so that if you looking on your phone, but it also doesn't let us I might have to like cancel this live and come back. Because this is what I don't like. I don't like this on the phones, and it won't let me change it. It won't let me change it so that I could put this under me and then I would be on top, which would be ideal. Girl, yeah, I'm telling y'all. Uh if yours is normal, that's great. That's what I would like. I would like for it to be the normal. But they did something new, girl, and whenever they do something new, y'all know, it's a learning curve. Okay. So, if you can not do vertical, I would suggest not doing vertical. Like, look at your screen, see if you can check your settings. Um, yeah, because on my TV, you're dead in the middle of my screen. Go to your profile and then click it. Maybe if I try the actual YouTube website, yeah, I tried going out and come back in. It's still the same, but it's cool. I'm gonna watch regardless. I love you guys. Because I can't change it now that I'm in live. I wish I could. Because I would just change it back. The only other option would be for us to get out of this live, and then I would just come back. But I'm sure most of y'all will get lost in the sauce and won't come back. I just went to your profile and it fixed it. The one with your background was vertical. Shorts mode has in a caption, regular is plain. Okay. Let me see, girl. Let me go on YouTube and see what it says. Okay, I see. I see it, girl. That's really cute. So they do 2 different destinations. That's cute. That's cute. I don't like it, but it's cute. Like that it does 2 different lives at the same time. And then I see like it's splitting my viewership between the 2. So if you on, uh nah, y'all choose the one without the y'all see that? Choose the one without the phone. 2 links went out. So one is regular, then the short. Okay. It looks zoomed in via iPhone, but vertical landscape on my iPad, it's nice. Okay. Girl, now it's the Democrats. Get out my comment. No, for real, y'all. I had to like I wanted to block, but I'm not gonna block her. Okay. But when I tell y'all the children are not our future, the children are not our future. I'ma just say that. Um, okay, y'all found the other one. I just went back to the home screen and clicked the live. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. If you want to see the full screen, I'm about to put the link to the full screen in the comments, right? This right here, y'all, I just put this in the comments. This is the full screen. So if you want to see the full screen, this is it. Child, I know Facebook is an ignorant place to stay. You chose the right one. Man, this one got ads. Go out and come back in, it will adjust. Okay, that late. We figuring it out. Next time I won't do this. I might switch over to Ecamm now that I'm using my Mac. But anyway, hi everybody. Once again, I hope y'all are having a great day. Hi. Y'all can hear me, right? Sound good? Okay. It's just gonna get weird whenever cause yeah, see the vertical. I don't like how the vertical looks. Like, cause I want it to go top. On the vertical, I want to be at the top with the video at the bottom or vice versa. Like, it's not letting me be great, girl. But anyway, we're about to get into the show. I'm not starting off with Diddy. That was just up there. Girl, I'm trying not to put people on blast, I know that's what they want, Anyway, no, because I was talking to somebody like before we get into the live. Okay. So y'all know I posted about the Democrats punking out, because y'all know, if you did not know, the Democrats decided to go ahead and cave in with the Republicans and give the Republicans what they wanted, which, you know, the Republicans want to raise your insurance. They want to raise your insurance. Premiums are going to go through the roof, apparently. And so the Democrats were like, no, we're not. We're going to stick it to the man. And we're going to not vote until they change their minds. So the Republicans are like, okay, so we won't pay anybody. FAA won't get funded. Everybody will still have to come to work or we'll fire them. So slavery. And what else did they say? Yeah, 8 Democrats caved, and they're all old. They're all like probably old black men who really aren't Democrats. Like they're Democrats, but they're not liberal. They're conservative. See, this is why, you know what? Fuck it. Let's make it a topic of conversation. I moved the young lady into my general folder because she DM'd me, and I knew she probably DM'd me something stupid. And I was just like, I'm tired of going, like, I'm even tired of having this conversation with you, because, like, you know, like, why, young woman? Why, young woman? Why? Y'all, everybody is so weird these days. So when I was growing up, black people understood that as black people, there are people that hate us. So even if we don't always like each other, we're going to, you know, we're the black people, girl. We're the black people. So I'm going to just use Democrats and Republicans for an example, right? When it comes to the Democrats and Republicans, black people have always understood lesser two evils. Y'all come to the conclusion that y'all can get out of doing lesser of two evils right when Trump decided to run. And I was just like, yeah, that's not going to happen. I don't know why y'all think y'all are going to be able to get out of lesser of two evils. It's actually stupid. But either way, as long as I was growing up, black people understood we are Democrats because Democrats are more socialist. They are helping out the poor. They want gay people to have rights. They want women to have rights. They want black people to be able to go places without being discriminated against. So we vote Democratic because the Democrats are actually doing things that help our quality of life. Okay? As long I've been alive for 37 years, I've been here through a few presidencies, and I tapped in right around the Bush era. The Bush era is where I really tap in, and I'm now understanding that Republicans are a problem. This is when I start, because Republicans are always conserve. When I was growing up, that meant we're going to find the best way to keep from having to pay taxes. We're going to, conservatives, we want to control other people's bodies. We want to control women's bodies. We want to control abortion. We want to control whatever people can do. We want to be able to keep the wealth amongst who we want to keep it amongst. Right. And then they gave y'all trickle down bullshit. Right. Reagan was a terrible president. He ruined a lot of shit in the 80s. People had small businesses. Reagan made it so that corporations could come in and just basically fuck over all y'all human rights. I worked in corporate America for 8 years. I was a part of what you call it? Blanking right now. Hate that. I was a part of a union for photographers and editors. Right. The union would always have to go and negotiate with the company every couple of years. Every 2-3 years, they will go and renegotiate, right? Every time we're losing more stuff. And it is because regulations have been pulled back. So the government used to put in fail safes, meaning that a corporation can't go under this amount. When they remove those fail safes for the people, the proletariats, for a better term, the people, the corporations then can now pull back on sick days, change how they do vacation. They can do weird shit to where they will work you full-time hours, but cap you at a certain amount so they don't have to make you a full-time employee, which means you don't get the benefits, but you're working the hours, right? This is what I experienced in corporate America. Republicans are always the ones that are fighting against the unions, which is why it makes no sense how many of the white people that are in charge of these unions vote Republican. It really doesn't make any sense. Either way, yes, Reagan allowed monopolies in corporate. Yes, exactly. That's why, a lot of mom and pop stores were ruined. They call it Reaganomics back in the day. Okay. So I say all that to say that I worked in the news business. I'm 37. I pay attention to the news because I worked in it. My father was a campaign. He ran people's campaigns, right? So I know a lot about politics, okay? Been around a lot of politicians, worked at civil district court, right? I have been around these people. I know what the fuck is going on, right? And I understand that neither Democrats or Republicans can be trusted. I understand this. But when it comes time for policy and who's putting in the policies that are going to help people, who's putting in the policies that are going to hinder people. Republicans put in policies that hinder people, but help corporations, help people that have a lot of money keep their money. But the way this works is it keeps the poor people downtrodden, keeps the poor people poor. If the poor people stay poor, rich people stay rich. Okay, this is what I understand. And I know that Republicans, no matter how they slice it, are about their money at the end of the day. Republicans do all of this, oh, Christian, God, they don't care about any of that. They care about sectioning off their wealth and not having to give into this system. Like that's how it is. And so when 50-year fucking mortgages, which sound like slavery to me, so that they can continue to have high interest rates, but they spread it out over more time. So it makes it seem as if you're getting a better deal, but you're not. Yeah, I need for y'all to understand that just because somebody tells you something is cheap or free on the front end and you have to pay on the back end, yeah, it doesn't equal out. It doesn't equal out. Either way, I'm going to share my screen. So this young woman right here, who I've met before, in real life, she commented, it was the Democrats that did it. Go watch the House meetings. Democrats was giving millions away under Biden to other countries for trans surgery, etc. So as soon as you see that line, I automatically go to transphobic. We hate Biden. You've been watching Republicans. You've been watching Republicans. Like, I automatically know that based on those first two sentences, you watch Republican propaganda, right? Which means you probably don't know the difference between if somebody is lying or telling the truth. I've watched a lot of clips from those committee meetings because I have a life. I'm not about to sit and watch full committee meetings. I've actually sat in courtrooms. The shit is boring. You fall to sleep. You think I'm gonna put that shit on my phone, on my TV to watch? No, I'm gonna wait for TikTok to come out with clips. I watch political pundits. I watch, the Daily Show. I watch shows that this is their business. They go into the politics of it all. And I like that, I'm a news person, y'all, which means I understand the difference between commentary and actual news sources. Right? There used to be a bigger, bolder line than there is now. Okay. Either way, she says the Republicans took it out the budget. The Democrats shut down the government. This is what this young woman thinks based on what she believes to be committee meetings and Republicans saying that, oh, the Democrats want to fund trans surgery in other countries. And I'm like, actually, I don't know how you even got there. I don't even know how you got there. Right? Continues on because I'm like, girl, talking about the crazy part is I can tell y'all ignorant and never watch the House meetings. I'm going to block her for that. I said, baby, we can tell you have never paid an insurance premium out of pocket. Republicans lie in those committee meetings. Also, being a bigot is not cute. If you think listening to House committee meetings is all the education you need, I would suggest college. This take is not radical. It's sad and ill-informed. She said, the crazy part is I've been paying bills since 18. She's only 23. She's 23, 24 years old tops. She said she's been paying bills since 18 and chemo hospital bills on top. Y'all mad y'all ain't do y'all research is beyond me. I said this country always gives money to other countries. Those sound like Republican talking points you are repeating. Then she continues, have you watched the House meetings? It's just repeating facts, mama, child. Listen, that's why I couldn't talk to her because she's referring to me as mamas and all of that. Like y'all little young YNs is really, y'all brains is mush low key. She said all the money they gave away was for gay shit. Mind you, this is a gay stud young woman. I said, as I said, the government has always funded wars and bailouts for billionaires and corporations. The Republicans have no health plan, but want to dismantle the one we have. They literally have no plan. Anytime someone brings up a trans person, all I hear is bullshit and bigotry, especially because trans people only make up a small percentage of the population in this country, let alone in the world. So if you think that that is more important than making sure that all of the people in this country can afford health care, if you think it matters more to stop some of these trans or gay people from getting whatever they're getting, that means we should all not get what we need. That's stupid. That's dumb. Okay? Either way, I said, because I know what she's talking about. She's talking about gender affirming care. And from what I understand, it was about gender affirming care being covered in Medicaid. I just heard a woman, actually, we're going to get into that shit. But what's the girl name? Corinne, whatever, Brenay's sister. Brenay's sister said that she wanted to get a breast reduction, but she couldn't because Medicaid stopped covering it. So when you talk about gender affirming care, yeah, that's also a woman that has huge breasts that can't fit into any regular size bras and wants to get a fucking breast reduction, but Medicaid won't cover it. And she probably doesn't make enough money to pay insurance out of pocket. And she probably doesn't work a corporate job that can get her the money. And I would, y'all, get a job, bitch. Find me one. Okay. The Republicans shut it down because they run, like, we know that they all run everything. And then she said, I'm radical, mamas, again with the mamas thing. Like, I said to her, baby, we can tell you never paid an insurance premium out of pocket. Oh, I said that. No, she said the crazy part is da 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 da. And I said, where's my other comment? Because I said another comment. I don't know where my other comment went. Okay. But either way, my last comment to her was, oh, so you actually were responsible for your health care? You had to pay health care bills. And you don't know, because you're too fucking young to remember, that you're not supposed to be paying for your own health care, 23-year-old. She doesn't even know that at some point, before Republicans fucked it all up, you were supposed to stay under your parents' insurance until you were 25. Why you, as a 23-year-old woman, would be paying your health care bills, I don't know. But it sounds like something unjust. But another thing is, and this is what I was talking about. So you're arguing on behalf of the Republicans. You're arguing on behalf of the people that are making it more expensive for you personally because you have hospital bills. Then on top of that, you're a lesbian. And you think being transphobic is radical. It's not radical, Miss Mamas. It's internalized homophobia. And it probably has something to do with the fact that you are a devout Christian, right? Because devout Christians are crazy. Sorry, y'all. Now, this is cute Miss Mamas, right? I met her in real life before this. Right? She's an artist. Of course, she's a YN. You want to be a rapper, right? But she was also on Drewski's show. And let me tell you right now, it's going around on TikTok. Something is wrong with y'all stud chicks that allow those men to act like they want to fuck y'all. Like, you basically go on a dating show with a straight man and you're a gay girl and you did it. Yeah, she's a Drewski stud. Yes. Exactly. So y'all understand where we coming from. So the way, and then it's the way, it's like, girl, I could tell you've never read a history book. I could tell you have never been to college. I could tell you have so much that you don't know and don't understand. But somehow your ignorant ass has found the Republican side of TikTok. And so now you want to argue with me in my comments. And she sent me a DM. I'm sure it was some type of video to prove her point. But because I'm not even about to engage in this anymore, because people like you annoy me, like y'all really like bother me. Because to me, y'all are the people that are growing up misinformed, ignorant as fuck, and you're not gonna know why your life is so bad. So you're gonna pick people to make the bad guy, and you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. No, I did because I like her. You know what I'm saying? She's a cutie patootie, but she's too young for me, right? Too young for me, but she's a cutie patootie. Okay? Got, you know, mad energy, right? Cutie patootie. But she's ill-informed. And not only is she ill-informed, but when you add, like, I never understand, y'all, whenever they want to be really Christian, like they're Jesus freaks, but they're lesbians and they're violent and they fight and they go to jail and they do drugs. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not judging, but I also feel like, how do you live a lifestyle that is secular? How do you live a lifestyle where you exploit yourself? How do you live a lifestyle where you're out here fucking all of these girls, whatever you're doing? Like, how do you live that lifestyle and then decide that you're Christian and Jesus saves you? And like, how does that happen? Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, I remember living in the world where gay girls supported other gay girls. Like, the gay people understood we have our rights to consider. We vote a certain way. We think a certain way when it comes to certain things because it's about our self-preservation. Just like back in the day when Black people used to have the same mentality, right? Like, a lot of Black people, we understood that if you are a Republican, you're a self-hating Black person. Or now what I've started to understand, because it's a whole bunch of YNs, meaning that like y'all are street people. Like, and I hate to say it like that, but I don't know how else to describe it. But you grew up in a household where you didn't always have survival mode. Like, I know one of my ex-friends, okay? Somebody who, when we had conversations about politics, me and her went to college together. And she says to me that, you know, she voted Republican at some point. I don't know whether she said she voted Republican, but she said she was Republican or was defending Republican talking points. Whatever it was, I remember looking at her like, what are you talking about? I remember literally like, this is somebody that grew up poor. You grew up with a single mother. You are Black. You still, you know what I'm saying, are struggling, scratching, and surviving good times. But you make enough money now to where you think you're in a tax bracket where you could be a fucking Republican. You think now that you've made it, you can now close the door behind you and vote against all of the things that made it so that your mom would probably be able to take care of you. It is insane. So when me and her had this conversation, that was when I started to understand, oh, these hoes, something wrong with these hoes. Like, you could have went to school and all of that, but if you have a degenerate, fucked up mindset, that is going to bleed into the way you look at politics and the way you look at life. A lot of these people that grew up in survival mode, they feel like nobody gave a fuck, so now they don't give a fuck. And they get a little bit of something. They have a skewed perception of how much money they actually have. And so they think that they can become the rich people that are oppressing them. They really think that. And I was just like, I girl, when I tell you that was one of the most unattractive things that girl ever said to me, and now I'm gonna tell y'all, I used to be so in love with that girl. I used to be so in love with that fucking girl. And when she said that, when I tell y'all everything, like, it was already going downhill, but it really started going downhill when she said that. And when I tell you, I couldn't be attracted to the bitch now if I tried. I couldn't be attracted to her now if I tried. Now, when I think about her, all I think about is somebody like passing gas on purpose to make you uncomfortable. And you looking at them like, you nasty bitch. That's how I think about her now. Used to love her to death. Okay. I can't deal. So now that I'm like at this point in my life and I understand like certain things, it's like, I do understand like life is so full of perspectives. And, you know, there's so many things that I don't understand. There are so many things that I don't know. But the things that I do know, the things that I do understand is when it comes to politics, when it comes to who are really bad people and who are really good people. I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like I can see it better than most. Okay. And so now I look at these people and I'm like, okay, you're Black and you're poor, but you still vote Republican. Doesn't make any sense. I can't fuck with you because that doesn't make any sense to me. You don't even understand what's in your best interest. If you don't understand what is in your best interest, I can't fuck with you. I can't, girl. So now it's like, okay, more Black people than before, more poor Black people are not on solidarity with Blackness anymore. We peeped that. Okay. Now we understand y'all want to be Republicans. Y'all, y'all want to be YNs. Y'all think these white people care about y'all. They don't. They will use you and then throw you away. And they do it all the time. I remember when January 6th happened, and it was, of course, they're going to have some stupid ass Black people down there that think them white people like you. You don't understand. These people are racist. They don't like you. They will use you, but they don't like you. And you don't understand that because something's wrong with you. So you go help with January 6th. All the white people get let out of jail. All the white people get off, and the Black people do not. Tell me I'm lying. But wasn't there some Black people or a Black man specifically that they did not help him get out the way they did the white people? And see, that's what I thought. I thought we were all financially conservative and socially democratic. We're not. We're not, y'all. We're not. Black people are not socially, more liberal. They're not. And I'm starting to realize this because now we have a whole bunch of Black people that vote against their own best interest. They think racist white people care about them. They think rich, racist white people care about them. They're disillusioned. We got them. And now we have the lesbians and or gay people that are homophobic or transphobic and think that being contrarian to your own existence is fucking cool. I can't do it. Girl. So understand how unsafe it is out here. So understand you're not safe. You're not safe with a lot of Black people because everything I just said. And you also not safe with gay women. It used to be, okay, I may not be safe with all Black people, pick-me's, male identified people, weird bitches, we know them. So you think if you're around some Black gay women, oh, y'all must have sense. Apparently, no. And it seems to me the more abused and the more poor you grew up, the more ignorant you seem to be in adult life, no matter how much education is given to you. I don't know what that's about. But sometimes I feel like if you are too poor, and y'all just please don't misunderstand this as shade, because I grew up in a family that is middle class and poor. Some of us are poor, some of us are middle class. Everybody's only like 2 paychecks away from being on the street. So please don't misunderstand me when I say this. I'm not saying this because I think I'm better than anybody, okay? But I am making a observation about how a lot of the people that think this way grew up being abused or grew up surviving in a way that they were made responsible way before they should have been responsible. I don't know what's going on. And the young lady that I was just telling y'all about, I know that lady's story. That young lady's story is fucked up. Her story is fucked up. Okay. What happened to her as a child, all of that fucked up. So that tells me that we really can't even have a conversation. We can't even really have a conversation. First of all, y'all saw her on that clip. You don't know how to control your emotions. Since I met her, we, talk on social media ever so often, not a lot at all, especially since the Drewski shit came out. Cause I was like, that's weird. That's weird that y'all would do that. And I'm grown, right? And I'm also the type of person where if you do weird shit, like I don't fuck with you. I'm not gonna unfollow you or nothing like that, but I'm not gonna fuck with you, do your thing, girl. I don't give a fuck. But it's like now you see, you really can't fuck with people because nobody is safe. The lesbians are not safe. Okay. The lesbians are not safe. The Black people are not safe. Nobody's safe. So you got to really just be out here, you know, living your life the way you want to live your life, and hopefully you'll find your people. So that's why, you know, I'm going to say things sometimes that are going to upset y'all, you know, especially if you're like a Christian and all of that. And it's not because I want to disrespect your spiritual practice. That's not the point. The point is I have to make sure you're my people, because if you're not my people, I don't want you here, because you're not a safe person. And I don't want unsafe motherfuckers floating around in my chat. Trump loves the poor, uneducated, disenfranchised, but that are money hungry. And that's another thing. That's why I said growing up poor and being in survival mode, because I feel like these people were starved of things as children. And so in adulthood, it's like, I'm gonna get it. I gotta get it. I grew up, y'all, very middle class. Okay. So when I say that, I mean, I did not struggle. I did not struggle. I'm very blessed. The things I have now are like trickle down from my father and my mother and how hard they work and they make good decisions, right? So I don't look at money the same way. I live in abundance. That's how I look. I work hard, I mean well, and I believe that what is for me will be for me. And I'm going to put in the energy, and I believe that it'll happen for me. I am not money hungry. That's why I love doing YouTube so much. This is a way that I can pay my bills and live a quality of life that I've become accustomed to, right? And I'm going to always figure out a way to live comfortably, because that's just how I move, right? I am not money hungry. Money is not the most important thing to me. And I feel like that is lost today amongst everybody. And the weird part is that people used to like call themselves Christians, which should mean that God was above money. What you realize now, when God and money are the same thing to a lot of people. God and money are the same thing to a lot of people. And that's problematic to me. And so when people say things, and it's been on my mind, shout out to Chandrika. My interview with Chandrika, I told y'all about this in my members only. But there was a moment in that interview, which was a really great interview. There was a moment in that interview where I wanted to have a conversation with her that would have delved deeper, but I also understand how when I say things, people are going to perceive it as if I'm challenging them and I've already come to my own conclusion in my mind. When really, no, if I ask you a question, it's because I want you to answer honestly. But people don't, you know, people get defensive, and now they think if you ask them a question, then you trying to push them into a corner. That's not the thing. Yes, no, I like Chandrika. The interview was great. But when she made that comment about you got to give your life over to Jesus and all of that, I wanted to ask her, what does that? I said, yeah. And I just let it go because I knew how it would be perceived if I questioned her further. But I wanted to know, what does that mean for you? Whenever somebody says they had to give their life over to God, I am now going to start asking you specifically, what does that mean for you? And practically, how did that happen? And what does that look like for you? I need y'all to start explaining yourselves when y'all say shit like that. And the reason why I say that is because I don't know what you mean when you say it. It could mean a plethora of things. But I want to know what you mean when you say that. What does that mean that everybody needs to give their life over to Jesus? So that means that everybody needs to just say that Jesus is my Lord and Savior. And if they say those words, is that supposed to be all that they have to do? Because to me, if you tell me that all you have to do is say some fucking words and all of your sins are forgiven, that means you don't have to actually do any work in this life to be a better person. That means you could be a shitty person and then say, God will forgive me, and go on to be a shitty person, and God's going to forgive you. And so that's all that matters. I need you to explain it to me. I need you to tell me how you're giving your life over to Jesus. And I'm not, just saying her specifically. I'm talking about in general. I need to understand how you giving your life over to Jesus, what that looks like for you. How are you different now? No, for real, because that's what it gives. Like, oh, I'm a fucked up person. Abracadabra. It's all over. That's why I said that if somebody want to erase their whole card, like Drea Michelle, you erase that whole card. Because if I can just say abracadabra and all my sins are forgiven, then I can say I'm not a hoe no more. Sprinkle. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I said it is because it is so many people that I think are not good people. So many people that I think are selfish. So many people that I think don't care about nobody but they fucking self. And somehow they can tell you that they're Christian and God got them and okay. It depends on which Jesus you're talking about too. Listen, I only know about the one. But I know that people have come up with all of their own renditions. They're leaning on their own understanding, girl. Born again, explain that practically, and many can't. And that's another thing. That's why I don't like having these conversations with people, because when I ask people to speak practically and talk to me in layman's terms about what this means for you, they never can, which means you're talking in euphemisms, which means you're just saying shit. God's still working on me. Yeah, that's one. Y'all know I like to use that one. Okay, if Jesus ain't black, that's not the one. That's too funny. Wow, Bonnie, you're right. God equals money to most people. No, for real. For real. Because I just be listening to a lot of the Christians and I'm like, now, how are you a Christian? And this is where you came to on that? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so everybody was talking about this on the TikTok. Okay, shout out to the TikTok people. Y'all know I love y'all on TikTok. If y'all not following me on TikTok, bitch, you need to be following me on there. Now, you know what I just started doing, so you don't have to. But anything I post on TikTok and Instagram, I'm going to start posting on my shorts here on YouTube. I had not been doing it, and that's because, like, you know, been doing fucking YouTube since 2011, bitch. I do it the way I do it. Y'all add new shit, and now I'm like, nah, I got to go do new shit, you know? But anyway, I want to put this on the screen. Reset by Design Wellness. Okay, we did the ad at the beginning. Y'all know if y'all go to the retreat page, the link is down below in the description box. But this right here, NOV 150. NOV 150 is the code to get $150 off of your Thailand trip by November 30th, because we do have a new Thailand trip. The new Thailand trip is for everybody. Men and women can go, and it's not like the reset retreat type of thing. It's a vacation, basically. Okay, so it's not going to be as much of the inner work that we do on our retreats. Now, if you want to go on like our, you know, all women's retreats, we have we still have Mauritius, right? We got a couple of few seats left for Mauritius. And then we have a Tulum trip that we're also promoting for, and there is a couples trip that is Riviera Maya. All right. So if you are a couple, or if you just want to go on a really nice vacation with us to Thailand next year, yeah, $150 off if you sign up for the trip November 150 before November 30th, 2025. Okay. So I just want to mention that. Also, y'all know, I don't know, I haven't checked my email just yet today, because girl, I got a new phone, so I've been doing the most. I got my new Samsung. Girl, I'm excited. But yeah, BondyBlueBusiness@gmail.com if you would like to purchase a ticket to my live show here in New Orleans, December 13th, 8:30 p.m. It is going to be I'm giving a secret location, but it's off St. Claude. If y'all are interested in coming, it's going to be in the St. Claude Bywater Marrero area of New Orleans. Okay, people that's flying in, do not stay by the airport, girl. Okay, the CBD area, or boutique hotels that are in the Marrero or the Bywater area, those will always be very nice for you. Okay, so if y'all want to get with me on that link, this is the email, RSVP in the subject, email BondyBlueBusiness@gmail.com. Now, let's get into this tiki-taki. Now, this woman, and I have been watching her videos on TikTok, she has been calling different churches, and she will basically present herself like a mother that just needs one, bottle of formula to feed her baby. And she's asking all these churches, will they help? I believe a handful of churches said they would help. It was like, I think she might have called 30 plus, and 20 something said no. And like maybe 3 to 5 said yes, they would help. Okay. She didn't ask for money. She asked for one simple thing of formula.
I'm calling your church to test to see if they would help feed a starving baby. And right now, per request, I'm calling Living Faith Christian Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Let's call them and see if they would help feed a starving baby.
Now, if you see this church, look at that church, y'all. Look at that. Look at that fucking church. That mean they got a lot of money. Y'all see all that LED light and shit in there? Uh-huh.
Living Faith Christian Center.
Hi, yes. I was wanting to see if y'all could help with baby formula at all. I have a 2-month-old and she ran out last night, so I just need like a small can because she's gone all day and all night.
What about, I don't understand. You have need for what, ma'am, now?
I was wanting to see if you all could help with a small can of formula for a baby.
Small can of formula for a baby. Hold on, let me see. Sister Julia's available. Hold on a minute,
Okay. So I'm calling your church to test to see if they would help feed a starving baby. And right.
This is Julia. How can I help you?
Hi, I was wanting to see if y'all could help with a small can of baby formula. I have a 2-month-old and she's been out since last night, so she's gone all night and all day without anything to eat.
We don't have any formula around, darling. I'm sorry. None. No diapers, anything for babies. We don't have anything.
Could that be something you all could get and I could just pick it up?
No, we can't right now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks.
Now, mind you, that's not a call you often get. I'm telling y'all right now, I don't trust none of y'all. Okay, I want to say this. Like, some of y'all I know and I fuck with. I don't trust none of y'all. Okay, so when y'all cash at me for shit out of nowhere, no, I'm not giving it to you. I don't know you. But if I was working at a church and a young woman called me with a crying baby in the background and said some shit like that, I'd have been like, how much is the formula? You have a cash app or something like that? And I'd have just sent her the fucking money. Like, how much was that gonna cost you? 20? Like, and I'm just saying, because I would have wanted to get you more than one. If you telling me you need one out of $20, $40. $20, $40. Like, it would have been absolutely fucking nothing for me to send that. And I'm saying that in this situation, because I want y'all to be clear, don't be asking me for no fucking money in Cash App because I don't know y'all. And don't call me with a crying baby on the phone because she was pretending and I don't have enough money for all of y'all. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, in real life, y'all, people request Cash App money from. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. People will actually request money from me. I have no idea who they are. It's very weird. Like, now, if you know me and you need something, if I got it, I'm gonna give it to you. But like, if I'm a church, and this young woman called. We got petty cash and we don't get taxed. I get taxed. I'm a fucking YouTuber. They tax the piss out me. Churches don't get taxed. So you mean to tell me you a church and you don't have no access to $20 or $40 that you could send to this lady real quick, real fast? That's because y'all not really doing the Lord's work. Y'all, first of all, churches are a tax write-off. Okay? What I mean, not a tax write-off, tax exempt. Tax exempt. I believe pimps become pastors so that they can make money off of garnering attention from other people. They also get the love of God by proxy because they're the preacher or the pastor. So now they get all of these people that are looking up to them and loving and adoring and waited on their breath, their bated breath to see what the fuck the pastor gonna say. Like, so now you have all of this admiration. People are giving you their money. It's not taxed. And you probably have a very small amount of people that you have to pay to come in to work your church, right? So I just kind of feel like under all of those circumstances, I don't understand why you wouldn't just give the young lady whatever it is that she needs, such a small amount. But that's because it's not really about helping people. Churches are basically membership. Churches have copied the environment of secret societies, right? So secret societies, what's them motherfuckers that my homeboy and the rest of them, they all involved in that shit. And I all think they fucking weirdos. Help me. y'all know what I'm talking about. Secret society that everybody's in right now. Okay, a lot of black people in it. There's different sects of it. But one of my homeboys became that, and then I read one of their books and all of the well, not all of the book, but some of the book. Freemasons. Thank you. Freemasons basically, I believe, are the people that are in charge. Y'all think it's the Illuminati. It's not the Illuminati. It's the fucking Freemasons, right? And then the Freemasons have all of these different sects that don't actually communicate with each other, but everybody is under a sect of the Freemasons. Okay. And I think that a lot of this shit is y'all want secret societies, and churches kind of give layman's people that same environment where y'all can move y'all money amongst each other, right? And also so you could feel included. You feel like you have community. I know y'all don't know this, but like I've been watching that man that teaches what's his name, y'all? I forget, the Asian man that be teaching on TikTok. I be watching him all the time, but he talks about how secret societies were basically put in place so that people could, hoard money in groups, right? Secret societies come together, they hoard wealth, they control everything that's going on. It's the same thing with the evangelicals, right? Y'all recognize now because, things aren't progressing anymore. Now things are regressing, and it's because of all of the Christians and the evangelicals and the nationalists and all of that, right? That is because the churches are also secret societies. The evangelicals got together and decided they were going to take over the government at some point. And so they homeschooled all of their children. They educated them on being racist and being Christians. And then they sent them out into the world to take over politics. So when you understand that a lot of churches basically perform just like a secret society type of situation, you start to understand that, no, of course they don't give a fuck about anybody that's not in their church. And it does take really good people. And a lot of the times it's like a few good people, but the whole environment of it is corrupt. So yeah, there might, because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I go up for St. Peter Claver. That's the church I grew up in. That's another thing. Professor Zhang, thank you. A lot of y'all aggravate me sometimes when we talk about religion, because people, I don't know why y'all think this, but y'all seem to think, not y'all, but y'all, that if I don't believe it, that I did not grow up in church or something. Like, I don't know how y'all come to that conclusion when, like, I'm Black, honey, and I'm from the South. Like, of course I grew up Christian. Of course I grew up, either Catholic or Methodist or Baptist, bitch. That's how it goes. Okay. And I went to both churches. We had a Methodist church and a Catholic church right across the street from each other. One side of the family went to the Methodist, one side of the family went to the Catholic church. Sometimes you would go to both depending on what's going on. Okay. So yeah, girl, I grew up in church. I understand church. I don't know why y'all think I don't understand church. My church is one of the few churches that I go up for. I can't fuck with it because I just can't, I know it. My words have power. I'm not going to go to church and say and repeat the things that y'all want me to say and repeat. Okay. Because I don't believe it. And so now I don't want to continue to say that. Right. Because my words have power. I love them though. I love my church family. I love them. And when stuff be happening, sometimes I might go to an event here or there because I love them. Okay. It's like family. And I do believe my church is full of a lot of good people, especially the women. There's so many, and the men too. It's a small amount of them. Okay. Shout out to Ansel and everybody. Okay. But, shout out to Mr. Houston and everybody. Okay. But for the most part, it is the women that keep my Catholic church alive. It's the women that are involved, the auxiliary clubs and all of that, which are a lot of elder women that believe in community and helping one another. So that's why they're involved in the church in the first place, right? I understand. I respect it. I get it. It has its place. St. Peter Claver is also a church that actually affected the neighborhood around it. Our church bought up properties in the neighborhood so that they could give low interest loans to their members to live in the houses around, rent out the houses around the neighborhood and all of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, there are churches. There are churches out there like the 3 that did the right thing. You know what I mean? But all in all, the entire system is a treasure trove for pimps and schemers and scammers, skip, scack, scallywags, dykes, everybody to come through and weaponize religion. Use it so that they can make money and get tax, and get tax exemption so that they don't have to pay into the government. Also, they use it, so that they can feel good about themselves, because really what I think a lot of Christians tend to do is it's like a badge of honor that they wear, but it's also something that they could use to abuse other people. And then when somebody says, oh, well, you're fucked up too, then they'll say, oh, but see, God got me. God not done with me. You know, so then it's like, oh, their sins are forgiven, but everybody else's sins, no. Oh my God, what type of crazy churches y'all go to? Lily, who you talking to? Because of the girl, it's not us going to crazy churches. It's there are a lot of crazy churches, because in essence, it's a scam. I know y'all don't like to deal with that, but it's a scam. Church within itself is a scam. Now, your spiritual practice, your connection to God, no. But what happens in church is a scam. Not a pyramid scheme, if you will. Okay? So when this lady decided she was going to call around, I already knew that most of these churches were not going to help. Yes, a scam and a cult. That's usually how those things go. They go right along together. It's a scheme, girl. Tired as
Now,
hard. But this is one of the churches and how they responded.
And I said, we in the middle of feeding people. How you gonna do your little dirty deed? And you know, it's just the spirit of a witch. It's a witch. And my Bible says he do not allow that thing to live.
Oh, where it say that?
So you have to watch when you fooling with God. I told him I have my scripture. I'm going to slip it in here this week. I didn't get a chance to share it out Daniel chapter 5. What happened when you mess with the people of God? You taking your life into your own hand. Now, they might have a few little TikTok demons came up in here today. Please stay for the rest of the service. Please stay. But you will behave yourself. Because this is not one of them churches you're going to come and disrupt it. You know? And I said, we in the middle of feeding people. How you going to do your little dirty deed? And you know, it's just the spirit of a witch. And my Bible says he do not allow that thing to live.
So your Bible says that God kills witches.
So you have to watch when you...
So a witch is a woman. That's it. A witch is a woman. A witch is a woman that does something that you don't like. That's basically what it is. A witch is a woman that does something that you don't like. That's what I got from this. Because you were embarrassed. And instead of saying, I'm sorry, baby, we didn't know you, we don't be trusting people, and we don't have enough money to be giving it out to just random people that call us. You could have said anything, but instead you got on your pulpit and decided to grandstand and call this lady a witch and a demon because she showed how y'all are not the Christians that y'all pretend to be. Because if you was feeding so many people, why is it that you didn't have formula for somebody? She asked. She was like, y'all don't have nothing? And she was like, no, we don't have anything. We don't have anything like that. We don't have any diapers. We don't have any milk. We don't have anything for babies here. I'm gonna let him.
I'm calling living.
Fooling with God. I told him I have my scripture.
And now because she questions you, she's fooling with God, right? I thought, like, so, you know, because God's anointed, right? So now anybody that goes against you is going against God because you're God's anointed, correct? Yeah. Cult, scam, weirdos. Fuck y'all. Let's move on. Girl. Ooh. And this is another reason why fuck the government, because Medicaid should absolutely be covering this young lady and her twin sister getting them titties off their stomach like that. Because that just looks terrible. And I don't mean like it looked terrible, like, oh, it just looked bad. No, I mean, it looked like her back hurt. It looked like she hot. It looked like shit always rubbing together. And listen, I know, y'all might listen. I have a sizable bosom. And when I tell y'all I'm hot under these titties right fucking now, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like, bitch, I know you sweating all up and through. I know you sweating in a crease in between you. Cause this is why, girl, I be, okay? Under the titties, okay? Cause it's too much. And so, girl, that lady need a breast reduction. Her and her sister need a breast reduction. Fuck all of y'all that think the government shouldn't have to pay through Medicaid for people to get gender affirming surgeries, because I need to affirm my fucking back and get rid of some of these titties. Talking about they was giving money to gay shit. Bitch, you gay. You're gay. You're gay. Oh, I can't stand it here. Don't send me back here, Lord. Don't send me back here. I'm not coming back. We gonna fight. Because I know me and we had a conversation as to why I came down here the first time. I remember it. And I don't know why I decided to come down here. I only remember the moment where I sat there and was like, choose between the families. Which two people are you going to go down into? That's the only part of the shit I remember. But when I tell you, me and whoever is up, whoever I was talking to, I don't remember. But somebody was up there talking to me like, these are your choices. Pick one. Oh no, me and whoever the fuck is up there gonna have a long conversation. I'm not coming back down here. Not coming back down here. Oh my God, y'all. Brenay. Y'all, Brenay gotta give Akira $1.75 million. Okay? Let me read it to y'all in case y'all didn't know. Brenay Kennard is a TikToker. One known online for her enormous chest, who once had her followers donate for a breast reduction and never actually got the reduction. A lot of people felt scammed behind that. Well, while she was still married to her husband, Devon, she started secretly messing around with his cousin, Tim. The wild part is she actually befriended Tim's wife, Akira, while she was sleeping with him on the low. Eventually, both marriages fell apart. Akira divorced Tim, Brenay divorced Devon, and Brenay went on to marry Tim. But Akira was not about to eat that in silence. In North Carolina, one of the few states where you can still sue the side person, a jury just ordered Brenay to pay $250,000 for criminal conversation, basically sleeping with someone's spouse. $1.5 million for alienation of affection, with a whopping total of $1.75 million. Now, I don't know how she gonna be able to afford it. I didn't know TikTok was paying y'all that much money, to be honest. Okay. But I guess she gonna figure it out.
It was nothing but lies.
Brenay Montague, who represented herself in court, slammed the verdict, saying Akira Montague knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair.
She gave her consent. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done.
But the jury didn't agree, awarding Akira Montague the $1.75 million after more than 700 pieces of evidence were presented. Testimony, the jury found that point, leaving Brenay Montague with a hefty bill and no answer on how she'll pay.
I don't know, but she'll probably never see it. It was nothing but.
She'll probably never see it. I hope that her saying that doesn't come back to bite her in the ass. And then her saying it's all lies. It's all lies. Girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Girl, well, I mean, the plot has thickened, so to speak. Okay. Hold up. Let me go to my girl, Cherish. Let me go to Cherish. Y'all, Cherish is hilarious. Like, I watch Cherish, like I follow her. But when I tell y'all, Miss Girl got in her motherfucking bag to cover this trial, it is hilarious. Hold up. I'm not going to do that. Hold up. Okay. I don't want to play that part. I was trying to see if I could find something that I could play. First of all, this picture going around on the internet, y'all. This picture right here going around on the internet has me tickled. All right. Cherish pulled up, like a lot of other TikTokers. They pulled up because they was gonna cover this motherfucking story because they've been glued to the TikTok ever since. Okay. And y'all, okay. So y'all know Brenay ain't shit. But what it really boils down to is that, hold up. Wait, is this one? Was that the song? Hold up. Okay, hide your husbands, hide your wife, Bree Freaky, and Batty Mom Tim outside. Batiman. So I didn't even know this at first, y'all, because I don't follow Brenay. I only know about the stuff that people talk about that I follow, because I follow people that talk about shit. But I didn't follow these people. And a lot of the times I don't follow content creators that make their lives content. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm not following y'all. A lot of y'all are weird. Either way, this is the two sisters, y'all. I had no idea that they were twins when this all started. I didn't even know there was a twin. All I kept hearing was Brenay Brenay said she was in an abusive relationship with Devon. So Akira, who is her friend, says, yeah, girl, come and stay with me. Now, I don't know why she couldn't stay at her fucking mama house. I don't know why she couldn't go stay with her mama and her sister. But instead, she go and stay in Akira's house and ends up fucking Akira's man. Okay? There was even some point where they said this was on video. I have not seen this video, but this was in the court transcripts about them having sex and then getting on stream after having sex or something like that. And then her asking Tim and Akira's little boy to go and get her a wipe so that she can, I guess, wipe the cum out of her coochie, girl. But this was them going into court. This is Brenay's mama, who y'all can pretty much blame for all of this. I want y'all to go ahead and blame Brenay's mama. Okay? Because anybody that raises a child that lives her life like this, it's your fault. I'm sorry, bitch. It's your fault.
That's the other lawyer.
Congratulations! Can we ask y'all a few questions? Okay, go ahead. Okay. I got two. No, I just got two.
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon. My name is Attorney Robinetta B. Jones of the Law Offices of Robinetta B. Jones, and I am the attorney of Akira Montague in this case for alienation of affection and criminal conversation. Imagine a person that you married and committed your life to betraying you, and he betrayed her with her close friend.
He was a friend of mine, my closest friend. Y'all, when they were singing that shit outside the courthouse, I was fucking done. She used what she knew. So this is Corinne. Corinne is now trolling Brenay over Tim because the story is now that Corinne also fucked him and that her baby might be Tim's baby. She denies it. Hold up. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I told you I was saving that church lady stuff. So this is the twin.
Make Brenay? They know what I'm making. Cookies, y'all. We're gonna make cookies.
So there is Corinne is more laid back, but Brenay is the bigger star of the two, so to speak. And so people have been picking apart how they look. People have been picking apart their relationship, and we can't decide who don't like who. But again, I'm gonna blame the mama. It's always, to me, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm always gonna take it back to the mama because something happened in the upbringing of these two children where you created some type of environment where they feel like they are in competition with one another. Apparently, they've both fucked him. And yes, I saw somebody say in the comments, this goes all the way back to when they were 15. And Brenay apparently was dating Tim. Girl.
You want to come up here? Okay.
Also, on a lot of these lives, Brenay is very rude to Corinne. We see that a lot.
Oh my gosh, like, what do you want me to do? Y'all think I'm gonna really act different since I'm on live? I act like this on the phone.
Off live, it don't even really matter.
Very sarcastic. I am very sarcastic. Very. That's your personality? Did I stutter? Oh, okay. Have I tried fuck? No, I did.
Okay. So would we understand? Hold on.
I know for a fact Brenay did not sign up for this life. Like, I know this. Like, she literally thought she was just gonna mess with this man, get married to this man or whatever she thought she was gonna do, and it was gonna be all pictures and cream. People are literally showing up to her court appearances to record her. And she's like, you can tell she's like so over it. Like,
well. And then another thing about this, y'all. Another thing about this is that, hold up, let me see. Because I was just trying to see if I could find some video somewhere.
Brenay.
Hold up. Y'all, the fact that she defended herself in court.
Could get herself together. Spoiler, she didn't. Now, Brenay brought in evidence, screenshots of Akira's old social posts, even the lawsuit itself. Like, girl, you can't use the lawsuit as your own evidence. She's asking Akira random questions like, what kind of men do you like? And everyone in the courtroom is just staring like, what does this have to do with anything? Then came the low blow. Brenay actually asked Akira about her miscarriage. The whole room went silent. Akira took a breath and explained what happened, and then said, that's something you'll never understand because you don't have kids. You could feel that line hit the room like a brick. When asked what she's suing for, Akira said around $2 million, not for luxury, but to rebuild her life. She said her son's been acting out, her daughter cries more, they're both in therapy, and she just wants stability after everything Brenay and Tim put her through. Meanwhile, Brenay's over there talking about, you said you were the breadwinner, and did he really provide? Like, girl, this is not a podcast. This is court. So Brenay could get her.
Girl. And they don't know the difference. A lot of these people do not know the difference. They live life on social media. They live life on reality TV. And they really have, they have a bad relationship with the truth. They have a bad relationship with the truth. You don't understand that your actions have consequences. You think you should just be able to do this and it's all well and good. But hold up, y'all, because I want to find, I might have to go back to Cherish y'all, but I was trying to find one where it talks about how Akira, oh, here.
He didn't just catch them. He heard everything, even the part where they asked a child to bring the wipes. In court today, Devin took the stand and dropped a bomb that left jurors shaking their heads. He testified that his ex-wife Brenay and his cousin Tim were doing the Oochie Coochie in his own house multiple times, sometimes with Akira's little boy right there in the home. Devin said he heard them at least 4 times. One night after they finished, they called the kid to the room for wipes. The courtroom gasped. Akira burst into tears. Even jurors were crying. Her mom and grandmother wiped their faces, unable to look away. The therapist testified that Akira's mental health had spiraled from sadness to full-blown anxiety, triggered by seeing restaurants and places she once went with Tim and Brenay. Then Brenay tried to twist the notes, accusing Akira of being violent. The therapist pushed back. She was hurt, not hateful. By the time Devin finished, the picture was clear. While Akira was raising kids and trying to heal, Tim and Brenay were turning a family into a scandal. He didn't just.
Also, she was harassing her. She was harassing her. Brenay was harassing Akira. So she's messaging her. The girl had, I believe, went to the people 3 times on her. I think she had like 3 restraining orders or some shit like that. But she wasn't supposed to be talking to this girl on the internet, and she was still talking to this girl on the internet.
Hello.
So to me, this is how you know, girl, not Barbara, it's Shirley. This is how you know that it's not necessarily about the man. Like, look at him. Like, girl, the way y'all are over there fighting over that thick ass, broke ass, dusty ass, bum ass, slow ass nigga is beyond me. It is beyond me. And I wish that y'all liked yourselves a little bit more, because I know the only reason why a woman would end up with a man like Tim is because she don't like herself. And see, Brenay, the reason why Brenay was able to suck and fuck and get your nigga is because Brenay don't like herself either. So when you're willing to do the most, you're willing to do the most nasty, fucked up, vile shit for a man, yeah, he's gonna like that because he's like, oh my God, look at how she's willing to rub her titties on cement for me. Look how she's willing to ruin her life for me. Look how she's willing to look a fool for me. And at the end of the day, Brenay is the famous one. Don't nobody give a fuck about Tim. Tim don't have shit, it looked like. So y'all in court fighting over a man that ain't worth the money that you about to have to pay that lady. I hope that lady get her fucking money. I hope that lady get her fucking money. But I also feel like everybody needs to heal. Everybody needs to go to therapy. And I'm really talking about Akira, because Akira, the fact that you was even surrounded by these people means that you need to go and do some searching within yourself so that you can identify these people when they come into your life. Because I heard she was down to the courthouse with a new man. And I'm like, yeah, that's cute and everything. But when y'all rush from one fucked up situation to the next, a lot of times y'all end up with another fucked up individual. Y'all just can't tell because y'all coming from something so fucked up that you think anything else would be just slightly better. That's not fucked up, right? It's a little bit better. It's not fucked up. Why does she think God is involved in that affair where a side chick mistress turned revenge wife? Because you could have just took the man, but she didn't. She decided to harass the ex-wife. Child update, Akira laws. This is them in court. Child, they was wearing red.
$1,000 for the alienation of affection lawsuit part.
They was in their uniformity, bitch. You look a mess. Them girls came in there in uniforms, okay? But yeah, when I tell y'all right now, let me tell y'all, I can't stand y'all hoes. I can't stand y'all hoes. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is why I don't like going to Walmart right now. I don't know what grocery store y'all in, but that lady got on shorts that look like underwear. That lady got on shorts that look like underwear down to the grocery store. Can you imagine being in a line behind her? Can you imagine? I don't want to be in a line behind you with your whole ass out. Y'all, this is so sad. But to me, this is two people, I don't think Akira really loved herself. I don't think that, because girl, how you ended up with Tim? Talking about before Brenay. Before Brenay, what? A nice young lady was with a bummy ass nigga that she thought was going to be a good husband to her? Like what? I got time for that music and all of that. Akira and Devon Glow Up ate them Ninja Turtles. I haven't seen Devon's Glow Up, but Akira looks great. Akira looks great. And yeah. Corinne is just like Brenay. So yeah. First we got Brenay. Brenay is sliding in the bed with Tim while Akira is at work and her kids are at the house. That what was happening. Okay. And then come to find out at some point Corinne was fucking her. And Tim, let me rewind. Hold up.
Cussing. Let me try. 10 was hunching on Korean multiple times. To stuff for real that we couldn't even imagine at this level. He was just like his mental was messed up.
Girl, I wanted to see the rest. I wanted to see the rest of what she was about to say. But it was in the text messages. The text messages that they brought into the court, it showed that Tim was texting and apparently having some type of relationship with Corinne, the sister, who wasn't even... Hold up.
Posted this on her Facebook 8 hours ago. Now look at this clown Snapchat. What she fails to understand is that her Snapchat has filters upon filters. Akira does not need filter. She has natural beauty inside and out. So it's not even a comparison. What is she doing? You know what? At this point, I don't care. They got you. Akira posted this on her Facebook 8 hours ago. Now look at this clown Snapchat. What she felt.
Okay, so that was another thing. Brenay apparently likes to watch her sister and watch Akira's hairstyles, and whatever hairstyles they get, she will go and copy it. That's what I'm hearing, girl. Okay. So yeah, basically what we're seeing here is the younger generation of young women that have low self-esteem and were raised by women who have low self-esteem, probably raised by pick-me women that put so much value in having a man, right? Even though mom looks like a single woman, probably put so much into a man. And so now you have these two daughters that my man, right? Because y'all look poor, but y'all keep having children. That's another thing I never understand. And I hate to say poor like that, because that's, it sounds like I'm being like, elitist, and I'm really not. But I just, at this point in 2025, I don't understand why people who can't afford to really take care of themselves continuously have children. Like, it annoys me, because I feel like y'all have these children because you want to get fucked, or because you want some man to love you. That's not going to keep anybody. It's 2025. They were telling y'all in 1995 that babies don't keep men. So I don't know why in 2025 you think that a baby is going to keep a man. It's not going to keep a man. What I am seeing here, based on what I've seen, is two young women that grew up competing with one another, and they also grew up not really loving themselves or having any real self-esteem. Okay. They get on TikTok, social media, they try to do the twin thing, but what ends up happening is that the TikTok people are always comparing. Oh, one sister's prettier, one sister's nicer, one sister's more, popping, whatever the situation is. That causes even more rift in a relationship that I believe was probably already fucked up from childhood, because again, I'm going to take it back to the mama. There's no way you're not responsible for this, right? Them two girls are in competition. They both have low self-esteem. So if one is fucking an ain't shit ass nigga, the other one gonna try to fuck the ain't shit ass nigga. It's very weird. And then to see, I don't know how much money Brenay is making on the internet. I don't know how much money she could possibly be making in order to be able to pay somebody millions of dollars. But I think she got online and said that she was a millionaire. Yeah, she got online and said she was a millionaire, which is the reason why. And that's the thing. Like, y'all always get online talking shit and running y'all fucking mouth and don't realize how you're going to get yourself in trouble, which is why I said what I said about when she said, I don't know how she going to get the money. She's probably never going to see it. That girl probably, if she don't receive no payments, she could probably take that shit to the courthouse and says that it's not that she don't have it. She's refusing to give it to me. Can we, sell some of her shit or levy her bank statements or something like that? They're gonna try to get that money from her some type of way. But I definitely feel like the two twins at a young age probably were abused. Okay. Low self-esteem, coming on the internet, trying to be popping, trying to be famous. You get a little, you get millions of followers, you get money, but a lot of the times it's people that watch you and hate watch you and all that weird ass shit. So it doesn't help your self-esteem at all. You scamming people because they was trying to help you get them titties up, and you took the money and did what with it? I don't fucking know. Maybe you bought Tim, because it seems like Tim is some paid for hire dick, right? Because they can say what they want, but it's obvious Akira was the one taking care of Tim. Tim looks like a bum, right? So Akira is taking care of Tim, but Tim starts cheating. So now Brenay is taking care of Tim. I think a lot of men should just be paid dick. Like Martell Holt and a lot of these other men that really don't like women, but women are still attracted to them. Yeah, just be a pay for dick service. Learn how to really fuck, right? Master fucking, and then go in and offer women, your dick for money, because that's what you were doing anyway. I don't know why y'all want to fall in love with niggas that don't like you. I don't know why you want to fall in love with niggas that don't like themselves. Because niggas that look like, most men don't like themselves. I'm being real with y'all. Most men do not like themselves. Okay. And if they grew up thinking they was ugly, oh my God, they still think they ugly, which means they're going to be a terror to anybody they're in a relationship with. Okay. So yeah, what we're seeing here is a very ignorant, degenerate group of people that are all fucking each other. And we're all worried. We're worried about the kids that are growing up with them, because see, people that go through shit like this in their real life, they turn around and abuse children. So I really hope that Akira's children are nowhere around this lady. Okay? Because to me, bitch, I don't trust you. You might do something to my child because you're mad at me. And I bet y'all any money, Brenay and Tim's relationship is gonna run its course at some point, probably sooner than we think. They're gonna be divorcing too. All right. But it's sad. And we'll see how it all plays out. Because this shit is embarrassing. But that's why you move differently. That's why you don't move like this. Okay? Y'all think that shit's so cute. Oh, I took your man. I took your man. Girl, you ain't take shit. That nigga is for the streets. The fuck? Not two twins, Bondy. They already twins. Two. Why people say that though? Because both of them are a twin. So when you say two twins, I didn't say two set of twins. I said two twins because one twin is a twin. See? Yes, two twins, bitch. Because one twin is one twin. One twin is another twin. Them two twins together is two twins. Like, okay? I hope that makes sense. But this is just stupid. This is sad. This is stupid. This is trifling. And I really wish that the young women would love themselves more. I wish that young women would get on their shit and want to make their money and take care of themselves. And if you want to enjoy your man, you enjoy your man, but you don't use your coochie like no fucking dish rag. And that's what y'all do when y'all go and fuck on men because y'all want to best some woman. And as we found out, apparently back in the day, Brenay and her sister used to be fighting over girls too. They was fighting over some girl named Ashley because they used to be gay. They look like they used to be gay. One of them, 2 nose rings, 2 tongue rings, big ass titties. Yeah, you definitely probably was kitty clicking in high school. That's usually how this goes. I know many like her. Okay. I know a whole bunch of girls I didn't went to school with that was kitty clicking when they was younger. And now they doing some degenerate dick shit. Now that they adults, okay? Some ain't shit ass nigga, some dirty dick ass nigga that they titty fucking for dear God. Yeah, bitch. Go to therapy, get some self-esteem, and stop selling yourself to these niggas for nothing. Because that's what you're doing. You over there paying bills and sucking dick. That's a lot. That's a lot. To me, they everybody got issues. Everybody got issues. Because Akira, you shouldn't have never been with Tim. That's the first thing. Girl, do better, okay? Do better, girl, because you shouldn't have never been with Tim. Number 2, Brenay and Corinne, yeah, both of y'all need to get y'all fucking lives together, especially the other one, because she got kids, right? And ain't nothing worse than an ain't shit ass bitch that got kids. Y'all are the worst, okay? Because y'all raise ain't shit ass kids that we all have to deal with. And that's why all of the teachers is quitting. Because y'all as parents ain't shit. Y'all raise children that ain't shit. And then y'all send them children to school because you don't want to deal with them no more. When you really could have just not had no babies. But you too busy popping pussy and talking about condoms. You don't like condoms. Did y'all see that bitch? Y'all see that white girl on the internet talking about she don't like condoms? Looking like she caught a disease from not using condoms, girl. Let me see if I can find her since I brought her up. Raglass. Oh. Talking about using condoms is young people shit. Like, are you an adult? Bitch, are you okay? Girl. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. I thought it's on site. But that white lady was really up there on the internet talking about she don't like to wear condoms. And let me tell y'all something. Men, I want y'all to listen to me. I go up, y'all know I'm always going to be for the woman. I am a woman. Okay. That's just how this goes. All right. And also I pay attention to life. So I be seeing, I see what be going on in relationships with men and with women. And more times than not, men are trying to take advantage of women. More times than not, no matter how educated, how nice, how sweet y'all think these niggas are, they really just want something out of a woman all the time. That's why I can't stand, oh, she's a gold digger. And nigga, what are you? We need a word for niggas that's always trying to get coochie out of women that they don't really fucking like. We need a word for that. That's just as derogatory as y'all trying to act like women wanting money from y'all is the worst thing in the world. But you want coochie from a bitch you don't like. That's even more weird. Weird ass nigga. Okay? But let's go back to the bitches. Let me tell you something. if there's a woman out here that thinks she's about to clown you when you want to have sense, meaning that you're a man and you want to wear a condom and a woman clowns you. Oh, you want to wear a condom? Bitch, what you trying to get pregnant or you trying to give me an STD? Oh, you must be trying to kill me, bitch. Yeah, you can't fuck with no hoes like that. I just want y'all to be clear. I'm not asking y'all to you know, like all of the bitches. I just want y'all to be respectful and stop being assholes to women because y'all mad about whatever y'all mad about. Because most niggas is walking around mad that they ugly or they fat or they don't make enough money. And so they treat the women that they are around like shit. That's what we be dealing with most of the time. But if you a dude and you got sense and you a nice dude and you go out with a girl and she do something, you know, a woman and she on some weird shit, keep it cute, keep it respectful. Hey, love, this ain't for me. And you ain't for me and I ain't for you. It was nice though. I appreciate you. You have a nice one. And you get the fuck out of there. Okay? But y'all as men thinking that women being fucked up means that y'all get to be disrespectful and ain't shit ass niggas, but you have a reason for it. Yeah, no, I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that. If you act like an ain't shit ass nigga to a woman and your excuse is she's an ain't shit ass woman, oh, I guess y'all ain't shit together then. I guess y'all ain't shit together. Look at y'all. Y'all belong together. Y'all ain't shit together. Child, not only are they still getting AIDS, they still getting herpes. And syphilis, because there's so many of y'all that for some reason, y'all don't like to get vaccines. That's a new world problem, bitch. I remember when people got vaccines because it was like, oh, buku people was dying. Buku people was getting this. Let's make sure don't nobody else die or go blind because they didn't have syphilis for 20 years. Not you new motherfuckers. Oh, no. You new motherfuckers think that y'all can just be out here without all of the safeguards that people have put in place for you to be alive today. That's the problem. The problem is this time frame, y'all are way too removed from how we got here. And so now y'all make decisions that don't make no fucking sense. Okay? Y'all make decisions that don't make no motherfucking sense. Twin denotes two, so you can just say twin. I can, but I can also say two twins because the twin is an individual. Y'all? I can say twins or I can say two twins. Why are we arguing about the words I'm using? Y'all understood what I meant, right? I didn't say two sets of twins. Why is this a topic of conversation in my comments right now? If y'all don't leave me the fuck alone, it was two of them hoes. Okay. And that's the problem with twins right now. Is that y'all be up here raising them girls to be copies of each other instead of raising them to be individuals. Diddy's twins. Oh, somebody's trying to sell those two girls pussy to somebody and you can't tell me nothing else about it. Every time I see twins dressed in just alike, acting like they the same fucking person, yeah, y'all trying to find dick to sell yourselves to. That's how that come off to me. Be a fucking individual. I don't care if y'all came out the same coochie at the same time. I don't give a fuck. Be an individual. Now, whether it's two twins or a twin, be an individual, love yourself, and stop thinking you in competition with other women. You're not in competition with other women. You're in competition with yourself. That's weird. All right, hold up.
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
All right. Diddy reportedly caught with homemade alcohol in prison just weeks after telling the court he was sober for the first time in 25 years. Well, I don't know why we have to tell y'all that motherfuckers is liars, but apparently we have to tell people that motherfuckers lie. Diddy is reportedly being a bad boy in prison. Can't stop. Won't stop. According to TMZ, he landed himself in hot water at Fort Dix. He's a hot dog. After authorities allegedly caught him drinking. They claim Diddy managed to get his hands on some homemade alcohol, better known as hooch. Yes, y'all, made in the toilets of a prison. My, how the rich and mighty have fallen. Sources say the concoction was made from Fanta, sugar, and apples, then left to ferment for weeks until it turned into alcohol. Authorities reportedly found it while debating whether he should be moved to a new unit, but that transfer has now been reversed. So you was trying to, I'm being a good boy. I'm being good, bad boy, right? Being a good guy. All right? Stevie J, bitch, I'm being a good guy. No, you're not. You're a fucking liar. You're a sociopath. No one should ever trust you. But my God, the world is full of idiots, so people will trust you. Where were we? If you recall, during Diddy's trial, he told the judge that he was sober and had been following that lifestyle since being locked up. In a letter to the court pleading for leniency, he wrote, "The old me died in jail and a new version of me was reborn." Prove it, bitch. Prove it. I want to see you die on the ground and then, I don't know, flip out of your own asshole to be reborn. I want you to make it make sense for me practically, because if not, you're lying. You're lying. See how people can just say they reborn? You're lying. You are not reborn. You're the same motherfucker that you were a second ago. You did not get reborn, bitch. The fuck? I'm about the old me died. Prison will change you or kill you. I choose to live. Bullshit. He's full of shit. Just like the liquor he probably drank from that toilet. All right? Wells is another story. Y'all believe it? Diddy denies getting caught drinking. First of all, how the fuck this nigga talking to us? How are you talking to us? I don't want people in jail to be able to talk to me, bitch. The rumors claiming Mr. Combs was caught with alcohol are completely false. His only focus is becoming the best version of himself and returning to his family. We don't believe you. We don't believe you, Sean. Diddy's mugshot following being transferred to Fort Dix prison revealed. Looking like the old nigga he really is. He looks like the painting JJ painted on Good Times. Black Jesus. That's how Jesus used to be in the okay. It's 2025, but the camera from 2005. He looked like one of the 5 heartbeats. No, the fuck he don't. No, the fuck he don't. Y'all just don't see men with gray hair these days, which is weird to me. Fuck that nigga. I hope he stay in jail. Speaking of people with gray hair, child, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
I want to thank.
I don't know what y'all think, but I think that Andre 3000 is tearing the pussy up.
And, doing nefarious things as well.
They got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Much deserved. Outkast is one of my favorite groups of all time. I love the speeches that they gave. Y'all can go and watch it yourself. We're not about to do all of that. Okay, Big Boy thanks Andre for always having him sharpen his sword. Like, just always pushing him to be better. But I love the fact that Andre is like one of the only people on stage with gray hair. And that's because every other nigga is coloring their hair because all of these niggas is old. And to me, nobody looks like from way up and through here that they gonna bend that shit out. Nobody up there looks like they fucking up the coochie better than Andre Benjamin. Do you hear me? First of all, it's the center of gravity that's way up and through here. Okay. Second of all, I just appreciate men that don't color their hair. I'm sorry. I appreciate men that don't color their hair. I don't want a nigga coloring his hair. I don't. And I don't care what nobody's saying. I just don't. I want you to look your age and then just look like a fine nigga of your age, right? Look like you do yoga, you stretch, you work out, you know? And I love Big Boy. Big Boy is also a very beautiful man, but Big Boy colors his hair just like all the rest of these problematic niggas. Okay? That nigga got on a fur coat and some jean shorts up there on stage. Okay, or did he just pull his suit pants leg up? Girl, I don't know what the fuck going on. Up there with his grandbaby. I know that's right. Listen, okay, do y'all see what a belt is on Andre's waist? This area of his waist is what makes me feel like he's fucking the coochie up. Okay? I ain't gonna lie, like my husband, you know, he's getting gray in his beard at the bottom, and I love it. And I can't wait till it like fully kind of comes in and like does like that line, you know, because sometimes they'll get like a patch of it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I don't want no nigga with Beijing. I don't want no nigga coloring his hair. What are you coloring your hair for, nigga? We know how old you are. It is okay to be gray. It's okay, especially for men. I think for men, it's a thing. Now, you know, you can do what you want. I just don't want you. That's all. Do what you want, baby. You're just not my cup of tea. Child, if ain't nobody gonna do a honoring, it's Janelle Monáe, child. Janelle Monáe be up there honoring everybody. Is that Sleepy Brown? That is Sleepy Brown. Okay. I like the way you move. Ooh. Listen. Come on, Doja. I hope you sounded good, because we know sometimes you like to do too much vocally on live shows and you overshooting and you be pitchy. So I don't even want to listen to that. But I appreciate Andre. One thing Andre said that I wanted to mention. Andre said that he wanted to thank not just himself and Big Boy, but the people in their lives, the women in their lives. The girl you wrote a song about. I don't know if y'all know Miss Jackson is about Erykah Badu's mama. You know what I mean? Like, just the things that he was saying, it just made me feel like that's a man that's got his head on right. And I love that for him. I love that for him. I don't know who's fucking Andre 3000, but I bet she's a lucky bitch. Okay, because he look like the type of nigga that go to another country so he can learn how to fuck people differently than niggas do over here. Like, I need to learn how to finesse coochie. Go talk to the Indians about this. Okay, I'm talking about the real Indian people, y'all. Okay, not Native American people. The real Indians. Oh, you know, the Indian in India, because they got Kama Sutra. So a lot of them be real, you know, they know about the fucking. You know what I mean? Yeah, he read books about it. You know what I mean? Somebody that know how to do semen retention. Don't he look like he be, semen retention? Like, bitch, I'm fucking the pussy up. I ain't came in here yet. That's what Andre give. Listen, I love it. I love it. Okay. Listen, the only reason I can't fuck with that is because I got a lot going on in December, child. Nerdy about, I love it. I love niggas that's nerdy about sex. Please go read a book. Find something out, because niggas that watch porn are not doing it right. Niggas that watch porn are not doing it right. Okay, yes. Tantric, Kama Sutra, all of that shit. I love it. He looks great. Congratulations to them. Okay. They are the shit. They will remain the shit. And I really don't think there's any rap group that is better than Outkast to me. I know y'all have some people y'all might want to name, but no. Nobody's better than Outkast to me. To me. All right, let's move on. Where do I want to go next? Let's go to Uzi Vert. So this story came and went so quickly. I thought it was funny how it showed up. So apparently this story is from 2022. A woman identified as Jane Doe claims she worked for Uzi from 2022 to 2025, says the job left her emotionally drained and broke. She says she was promised a $50,000 salary after leaving her job at Balenciaga, but ended up working extreme hours, sometimes up to 39 hours straight, while covering her own travel, food, and work expenses. Sounds like you left a paying job for slavery. That's what that sounds like, girl. In the lawsuit, Doe says Uzi crossed serious boundaries by sending her inappropriate vanish mode messages like, come rub me down before you leave, let me see that booty, and I'm by myself right now, send me something, which means JT not here. She also says he asked her to stay in his hotel room, telling her, I just want to sleep. I don't like sleeping by myself and I won't touch you. Nigga, I am your assistant. I am not paid for pussy. Like, you ain't even paying. He sounds very much like Diddy to me. I'm just saying, this sounds like some shit Diddy would do. Diddy would tell you he gonna pay you a certain amount of money and not pay you. Have you working long, extreme hours and then trying to fuck you. Yeah. That's why, y'all shouldn't want to work for rappers. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Any type of man that is an artist, like Uzi, or any YN out, girl, it don't even have to be a YN. You should not want to work for none of these niggas. Because it's given they're gonna not want to pay you and then they're gonna try to fuck you. And then no checks and balances in the entertainment industry. I'm sure there was no HR for her to go to about Uzi. That's why we get the lawsuit. In the lawsuit, Doe says Uzi crossed serious boundaries by sending her inappropriate vanish. I'm read that part. Hold up. Doe also accuses Uzi of making racially charged comments, allegedly saying no black rapper would be able to tell a white girl stop being soft. So she's white. Well, today I am. She claims the harassment got worse when he was high on Xanax and Oxycontin, and that he often sent her aggressive texts while under the influence. JT, you ain't got your nigga in check? Seems like he's, crossing the boundaries just a little bit in here. Like, girl, women, y'all have got to check y'all dick. Y'all have got to have your dick in check, girl. Sounds like you don't have your dick in check. Sounds like you're not controlling your man like you're supposed to be controlling your man, girl. Sounds like you might be over there getting your ass beat. Sounds like you might be over there getting bullied by a nigga that's half your size. That sounds sad. Yeah, I've been telling y'all that JT and Carisha were doing the same thing with just different types of nigga, but the same nigga, basically. That's why their career is over as the city girls, because they both got with men that would not even probably wouldn't even really allow for them to be successful. They make it hard. They act like they want you to be successful, but then, oh, well, if you do that, then you can't come with me when I go over here. Man, you ain't got to worry about that. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. I'll buy this. I'll do that. I'll give you the money. Don't worry about it. Just stay with me. Right? And you think that's cute. You think the man want to spend time with you, but really he's trying to ruin your opportunity so that you will eventually be dependent upon him. Do y'all think she's financially dependent upon him now that the city girls are no longer a thing? Y'all gonna stop letting these niggas fuck up y'all careers. Y'all really need to stop. It's really sad and embarrassing at this point. She says by 2024, Doe says she has started therapy after suffering from burnout and emotional distress. Around that same time, she claims Uzi's girlfriend, JT, fired her own assistant and had Doe work for her too without any additional pay. Oh, it definitely sounds like Diddy will have you on your knees eating coochie. It sounds like, get your assistant to come work for me. You ain't paying her as it is. She gonna do what you say as it is, right? Then have your assistant come be my assistant. That's what that sound like to me. Oh, I can't stand you fuck assholes. Oh, I can't stand you fuck assholes, because I know a lot of women, they get with monsterish men, and the men are monsterish towards them too, but they love whenever they can use the man's power over other people. They love when they get to be a monster by proxy, even though they themselves are victims of this man's ire. They're a victim of this man's problems, his abuse. They will still turn around and be with him, be abused, and then turn around and use his power to abuse somebody else. Both of them are over there doing the same thing. Both of them are over there doing the same thing. No, Cardi B is not a prophet. Cardi B is just in the industry and knows what the fuck is going on, because people in the industry talk. And they all working around the same people. They all work with the same people. Niggas that hang around these niggas is the niggas that hang around them niggas, the same thing. Okay? But after years of what she calls harassment, overwork, and unpaid labor, Doe says she finally quit in April 2025, calling it the breaking point. The lawsuit accuses Roc Nation executives of ignoring her repeated complaints and failing to take action. Jane Doe is suing for emotional distress. Now that came out, right? Immediately after that, Lil Uzi Vert's ex-assistant quietly dropped her sexual harassment lawsuit against him in Roc Nation just 17 days after filing. We don't have any information, but this was my comment. He did it. They paid her. The cycle will continue. Next case. Because that's what's going to happen, right? And this is why the record companies are often involved in these lawsuits, because the record company is the only people that check the artist. They're the checks and balances, the record company, right? So if the artist is doing something fucked up and somebody goes to the record company is a bunch of execs that don't give a fuck about anybody. They don't give a fuck about anybody. They care about their bottom line. And the artist is connected to the bottom line. So, of course, if an assistant comes in, I'm not getting paid, I'm being harassed, they're going to ignore her. They're not going to do anything about it. They're going to stall her out because they don't give a fuck. It only is going to take her filing a lawsuit. Now she files a lawsuit. They answer in 17 days. And now she without prejudice. So she can't refile. Then JT deletes her Twitter account after Lil Uzi Vert harassment lawsuit. And I wonder if it's because they was tearing her ass up. Because to me, it sounds like you were a part of that girl working for you without being paid. Sounds like you and Uzi had a conversation where she wanted to fire her assistant and he was like, you could just use mine. He know he not paying her. You know he probably not paying her. Yeah, I don't like y'all hoes. I don't care. I'm just saying, it is very much reminding me of the way Carisha was talking about Gina. You know what I mean? Oh, if you a eater. You a eater. If Diddy made you do this, then you gonna do it for me. Same thing with her. Especially if you knew that he was trying to fuck the assistant. Then I'm gonna think even more so that you might have been, mean to the girl or wanting to harm the girl, wanting her to be a slave for you because he wanted to fuck her. Yeah, girl. So she went ahead and deactivated her Twitter until it all calms down, and then she'll be back calling y'all hoes broke soon enough. Okay. Let's move on. Let's go to Ray J. So I don't know why whenever I see Ray J on stream, he's always on a computer like he's doing something. But either way, I'm tired of seeing Ray J. Like, I literally don't want to see Ray J anymore. And if nothing big happens after this, I'm probably going to stop talking about him.
It hurts in the front, right around my ball area.
Oh, right here.
And this is why you can't feel bad for some of these women. This is why you can't feel bad for some of these women. Kevin Gates' ex. Do y'all remember? This is the girl that got online and said that Kevin Gates, he was saying he was with me, but he was really with Britney. He was really with Brittany Renner, and he was supposed to be with me, but he was really with Brittany Renner. That's her. You was just online just this past year fucking crying over Kevin Gates. Now you up here checking Ray J's nasty, dirty, funky fucking balls. Yeah, I wish the young women loved themselves more. I wish y'all liked yourselves more. I really do. I really wish that y'all didn't think so highly of men and money, because this is so sad to me, right? You just going from one celebrity nigga to the next celebrity nigga, juggling nasty, stank ass balls.
That's not your bag.
Bam.
They can't see what's going on down here.
Right there again.
This is a girl that probably grew up wanting to be Kim Kardashian. Right? So now you can fuck the nigga that made Kim Kardashian big. Now he'll make you big too, right? Y'all are pathetic.
Can you see what I'm doing? He said his back hurts, so I'm rubbing like the opposite of his back.
Oh, now sniff him.
He said, now sniff him, and she did it. So now y'all are dogs, right? Because didn't Blueface Just say that he want a Labrador retriever ass bitch.
No, snap your fingers like I did on the show. What do they smell like?
It smells, you want me to be honest? It smells like the other night with the eyes. When you, yeah. So you haven't showered since then? Are you serious, bro? You're fucking dirty.
Whenever, and this, remember I told at the beginning, if you was in the beginning of this live and I told y'all about the friend of mine who I'm no longer fucking with, and now when I think about her, I think about like, you know, her fighting to gross you out. It is something about people who are intentionally trying to gross you out, but they also are trying to fuck you. It's very weird. I don't get it. Oh no, I do get it. I feel like it's, if you're grossed out and you still want to fuck with me, that means that you're valuing me more than yourself, because I would be disgusted. I wouldn't want to fuck with you. And if you still fucking with me, that must mean that you're like putting me on a pedestal. You must really like me if I do something gross and you still want to fuck with me. That's what that means to me. That's what that means to me. And I want y'all to pay attention that if you are like dating or fucking with somebody and you find that they kind of sometimes it seems like they trying to gross you out, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Them grossing you out in those moments is intentional as a tester to see how you're going to respond. If you're going to still love on them when they're like this, oh my God, then they're looking at you like, oh, you're a dumpster. You're a dumpster. I could treat you however I want to treat you. That's what they think. It doesn't make any sense, but this is the way they think. I'm going to let him finish.
I'm about to go take a shower right now.
How long has it been? Be honest.
How long?
It's been, what, 2 days?
I mean, I don't know.
Where does it hurt? It smells like, no, I could tell it's from the like when I got mad at you, the girl with the eyes.
Got your finger in the crack of my balls. Chill. Like you trying to dig deep in
you
there.
told me to sniff your.
The filter is hilarious. I mean, Ray J is a pretty lady.
Your BALLS. And it still smells like, y'all, it smells like he needs to go take a shower.
But what is that?
It sounds like he shouldn't have a woman that close to him since he smells so badly. But your self-esteem is in the fucking trash can, so you're gonna suck a trash bag ass nigga. That's insane.
I smell like
how?
Look at him online. He's literally what it is to in his mind, y'all. Look how this pretty ass, dumbass girl. Look at her. I am gross. I'm disgusting, and she's still up here on me. Y'all look at how fire I am. I smell like a fucking trash bag. I smell like a fish market. Cause yeah, niggas who don't wash their dick, that shit be smelling like fish too. Okay.
Oh.
What does it smell like though?
And he's asking because he like the grosser it is, the more degrading it is for the woman. And she's so fucking stupid. She don't even realize it. I don't think. She don't even realize it.
You want me to really be honest?
What do you think that it smells like?
It smells like it's been marinating for the last couple days in pussy juice.
So his dick smell like fish. And he's already told y'all he loves him a dirty woman. He loves him a fishy smelling bitch.
We all know what you did a couple days ago, and you still haven't fucking taken a shower.
Of course not. Why would he? And this is what I'm talking about when we say how these men are. Dirty, disgusting, deplorable, degrading, disrespectful. And look at you. Look at you. He's laughing. And you're trying to get him to take a shower. A shower. Something that you should not have to make a grown-ass man who has 2 children do. Y'all, I hope Princess keeps him. He probably ain't seen them children in a long time.
Weird. Like, that's really weird.
It's not weird, babe. It's really weird. No, he's doing it intentionally. Oh my God, I hate it so much. Like, I hate it here. Because this is what we be dealing with, girl. Now, that was Kevin Gates' ex. This is Kevin Gates.
Nigga don't want a young hoe, man.
Huh? You don't like it, eat my man, straight off.
Now, Kevin Gates went off on fans who was asking why his girlfriend is 26 and he's 39. We already know why. We can look at her face and tell you why. Because she's young, dumb, and insecure. And she's also beautiful. So that means she's going to do whatever he wants. She's going to let him disrespect her. And then she can also be an arm piece until he's tired of her. That's what that means.
The fuck? What nigga wants something that been, you heard me? Don't nobody go, man,
Nigga, stop talking. Y'all heard, you heard me? Nigga, please. Nigga, please. I like to remind everybody that Kevin Gates is not from New Orleans. And when he decides to jump into his New Orleans accent, I be having to remind y'all, if you not a part of Cash Money, if you not that little with the helly nigga, okay? I don't even know him, but I know my little niece and them know him, okay? If you not them, you not from New Orleans. NBA Youngboy is from Baton Rouge. It is not the same. We don't have the same accent. Kevin Gates is not from New Orleans. Kevin Gates is from Baton Rouge. There's a difference. He's a nigga that performs like he wants to be from New Orleans. You could tell he want to be from New Orleans so bad. I don't care what nobody says. You can always tell when a Baton Rouge nigga want to be from New Orleans.
have emotion. We ain't going to the used car line, man. What the fuck?
You could tell all that right there. He don't even talk like that regularly. All of that. That's I'm trying to act like a New Orleans nigga shit. I could tell. All of this in the forehead, yeah.
But see that beat, there don't be nothing but that washed up shit on that. Like, man, hey, bitch, yeah, nigga, damn near, yeah, nigga old enough to be your daddy, yeah.
And that's gross. And I feel sorry for her. And she's going to have to go through a lot of abuse before she gets out of this relationship. And I'm sure he'll disregard her before she leaves him, because that's usually how this goes. I don't know who's raising the young girls, but I'm sad about it.
Of course. Yeah, nigga want some, yeah. The fuck? Got more sense than, hey, got sense enough to know how to listen. Nigga don't want a young hoe, man.
Got enough sense to know how to listen and sit there quiet as he talks about you like that. Just in case y'all did not know, you're not supposed to let a man talk about you like that in front of you. You're not supposed to be talking about you like that, period. But in the moment, you may not perceive it this way. He's disrespecting her by the way he's talking about her.
Huh? You don't like it, eat my man, straight off. Yeah, man. The fuck? What nigga wants something that been, you heard me? Don't nobody go, man, nigga have emotion. We ain't going to the...
That's the one whose pussy is getting punched?
Call out, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, they need you to be young. They need you to be young, because women that are grown, we know this. We've been through this. We know this. We know how these niggas are. Like, I can just look at this nigga and tell you how he's going to treat you. All of the feelings that you're going to feel fucking with a nigga like that: embarrassment, humiliation, surprise, disrespect, gross. Like, you're going to feel gross about yourself at some point after you done fucking with him. He's disgusting. He is.
But see that beat, there don't be nothing but that washed up shit on that. Like, man, hey, bitch, yeah, nigga.
Hey, bitch, who you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Damn near, yeah, nigga old enough to be your daddy, yeah.
And that's,
of course.
That's no, what you mean? Of course. That's insane. That's nasty.
Yeah, nigga want some, yeah.
I don't know who her mama is, but I'm sure you're okay with it because he's famous, right? And you think he has money. But he's probably going to be very abusive, very disrespectful, and then he's going to disregard her. And we'll see how her self-esteem recovers after. Because it don't matter how pretty you are. Nigga will make you feel like shit on the bottom of his G-Nike. So yeah, that's what y'all are doing about that. Let's move on. Let's see. Okay. Here. So we already talked about Kai Cenat's girlfriend, Gigi, and her mom. And at first, I didn't know how to feel because I don't like Kai Cenat. I don't like Kai Cenat for a plethora of reasons. I think he's anti-Black. I think he is a tool for the establishment. I think weird shit happens on his streams. You know, like you're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. You're a sellout. You're a weirdo, and you get to come into Black American culture and reap the benefits of it while also turning your nose down on it, but getting as much money as you can out of the situation. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't like it. Anyway, I don't like the young man. So, and I've also seen the way he interacts with other people and their attitude about women. Like, I've seen the way he was, dealing. I forgot, it might have been somebody else, Drewski. Somebody, they had a girl there, him, Kevin Drewski, and some girl was there, and they're on streaming. And the way Kai is so agitated and aggravated with the girl anytime she says something, I was like, why is he so agitated with this girl like this? Like, she's not even there for him. Why is he so bothered? And it gives, you don't like the bitches like that. You don't like women like that. And that's okay. You don't have to like women like that. Like I said, I don't like you. So it's fine. But I was ready for this to be a girl. Are you really letting that nigga, brainwash you into not being around your mom? And then I saw the mom and I was like, oh, well, no, this is one of those stories where the mom is the reason why you're there in the first place. Right. And when we talked about this, I assumed this lady's life. And then when she went to talking, I was like, exactly. I already knew that the daughter, if she's the oldest daughter and you have 5 kids, she helped you raise all of those children. And now she's fucking tired and she don't want to be bothered. And you wanted to be a hot mama and all of that. Even though you might have had one husband and all of that, you're going to censor the man. You're going to make everybody in the house feel uncomfortable so that the man can feel comfortable. That's what you hoes do. Okay. And so she go and get with a nigga with money and say, fuck you, and move on with her life. She doing exactly what you taught her to do, to go and find a man with money so that she could put all her focus on him. Okay. I hope Gigi is still looking out for herself and taking care of herself. I don't know the young lady. I don't follow her, but we know how people fall into the footsteps of their parents, even when they're trying not to.
I never said anybody wanted to look like me. I said they didn't like me because they didn't look like me. That does not mean that they want to look like me. No. That's a beautiful girl. Stunning. Has always been told she was beautiful.
Change the battery.
We moved to LA. The first thing Gabrielle was concerned about is her going to a black school. Gabrielle was Googling schools. Gabrielle was Googling percentage. If the school didn't hold a certain percentage of black kids, she didn't want to go.
Okay.
And then I started thinking about it. Well, dang, she's so freaking kind of like, not fond of me. Is it because she don't look like me? Nah, she love herself. Some of y'all need to go watch the movie Imitation of Life. There are people.
Girl, what the fuck the Imitation of Life got to do with this? So do you think that she's upset because she's not as light-skinned as you? I feel like you were trying to connect those dots without really connecting them because you knew it doesn't really make any sense. Are you telling us that your daughter wanted to make sure that she went to school with black people, and then also telling us that she may not like you because she doesn't look like you and you're lighter? Is that what you were trying to say? I don't fucking know, ma'am, but I'm tired of you coming to us looking drunk on live talking about your fucking daughter. I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, I don't think this is cute. All right. I know we live in a day of social media and all of that, but the day that I see my mama hop on live so she can complain about me is the day y'all can just go ahead and unplug all of this shit. Unplug all of this shit. This is a rule that I just feel should be in place. Your kids are younger than you. Your kids are a product of you. Your kids are allowed to fuck up. Your kids are allowed to get on social media and gripe about you because they're kids. They're young. This is the world that they live in. I'm 37. If you my age or older, your raggedy fucking ass don't ever need to get on the internet to complain about your children specifically. Yeah, you want to get online, all these kids, and you make a joke or you just talk about something in general about children, fine, okay? But when y'all get on the internet to specifically start screaming into y'all phone about y'all fucking daughters, I automatically think you were always a bad parent and you're being a bad parent now. Yeah, it don't take much for me to think you're a bad parent because I feel like it don't take much for motherfuckers to be bad parents. I think y'all give people way too much grace and call them good parents just because the child is alive. Yeah, no. Girl, Imitation of Life is, if I remember correctly, is about a passing woman, about a woman who is passing white and her mama was black. and she did not want to be, linked to her mama, and then her mama died, and then she was all distraught. I don't know how the fuck imitation of life got something to do with this. But you give the reason why the girl don't like you is because of you. She probably don't like you because you picked men over her. She probably don't like you because you went and had all of them fucking children and made her responsible for them. Because if you got 5 all together, she the oldest, and then you went and got your niece. So you had her taking care of all of those children that you kept fucking having. That's why she don't like you. Oh, Lord.
Who love what they look like, but they just don't like what you look like. That does not mean that they want to. No, I said she don't like what I look like. She like what she look like. Let's be clear here. That's why when the whole TT thing happened with Brooke and people saying she was a colorist or whatever, I'm like, oh no. That girl love her color. She loved black people. I never said.
Girl, I'm so confused about what the fuck going on. I'm so confused by what the fuck going on. I'm gonna just leave it alone for right now. But my heart goes out to Gigi, because when you have somebody like this as a mom, yeah, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of bullshit in your life because you don't have a good barometer to test people by. If your first person that's supposed to protect you is an ain't shit ass mama, and a lot of y'all think that because you financially took care of your child, she had a house and food and all of that, that meant you wasn't an ain't shit ass mom. I just gave y'all how you an ain't shit ass mama. You pick a man over your children, and you keep having children so that that child will have to be responsible for those children. Then you get your ass on the internet and you complain about your daughter, who is somewhat, by proxy famous, whatever. You get online and complain about her bringing attention to you. Yeah, all of that gives bad mama. Next case. I ain't got time for y'all with this. Girl, why does Teddy Rumpkins look like a nigga that runs a 7-Eleven? Oh, I got the Johnny Blaze for you. Hot shit. I got the hot shit for you, man. Yes. Wait, I got it in the back. Wait a minute. Why does he look like that? Why does he look like that in his picture? Teddy from Black Ink Crew violated his probation. Now, I don't know how the fuck you violated your probation. They didn't give us no more information, but they got us this sad looking fucking mug shot, which makes me feel like ever since Black Ink Crew ended and UNC's wasn't cool no more, you might be out here struggling. I hope you're not on drugs. I hope you're not on drugs. Because this looked like you might be on drugs. I don't know what's going on, Teddy, but this is not for you, Teddy. I'm just saying, but you know what? Another thing is, I often feel like niggas is bums. And I mean energetically and mentally, right? You figure out they're bums when you see that they were on reality TV for years and never parlayed that into a business for themselves so that they could be self-sufficient apart from it. Y'all just thought y'all was going to continue to be able to be on television doing nothing and making money. Girl, I don't know. But I'm mad that Teddy looks like this, because Teddy, you was always a clean man. You always, dress nice, have your shit together. You wasn't never, falling out nowhere. You look like you falling out all over the place right here. This is sad to me. Okay? You definitely look like, Habib that work behind the counter at the 7-Eleven, and you can't trust him. Don't go in there at night because he's going to try to fuck you. Yeah, he look like the nigga that'll try to fuck you when you go in the store. Yeah, sir, please leave me alone. I just came in here for my lemon heads and my gas. Please leave me alone. And this is sad because I'm sure this made C's feel good. Because what it looks like to me, I'm not sure, but it looks like Black Ink Crew is supposed to be coming back. I don't know when it's coming back, but C's went and got Sky. Oh my God, y'all. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, I'm going to show y'all what's, girl, I hate to do it to you, but I got to. Be right back. So I typed a text to a girl I used to see saying that I chose a cutie pie with whom I want to be. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. So this is Sky, right? Y'all remember Sky? I just remember when Sky was talking about getting the surgery, and I remember talking through the screen, and y'all know they show. I reviewed they show, babe. If you new here, I reviewed Black Ink Crew back in the day and had a relationship with a lot of people on the show. Okay, not Sky as much, but Teddy. I met Teddy in person when he came out here to New Orleans. Puma came down here. Sassy came down here. So, you know, I met a few of the people from the show in person. I was one of the main reviewers of their show back in the day. You know, so we have mutual respect, love for the people on the show. I stopped fucking with Caesar when the shit happened with his daughter. When the shit happened with his daughter and she explained what happened, and that's somebody that had an abusive father as a parent, it really hurt my feelings. And then the way he responded to it, I was just like, this is me like realizing that niggas are not gonna be better, right? Because like you watch people, and when we were younger, it's the same thing with like Daryl, Scrappy from Love and Hip Hop. You will watch these people, you growing up with these people, and you think at some point everybody's gonna like progress and grow up and be better and be adults. And they don't. They don't. But I remember saying, Sky, don't do it. You don't need to do it. Because I always felt like Sky is a very beautiful woman, like Native American like features, just a beautiful woman. All she needed to do was get in a gym and perfect her body that way. I was like, girl, don't do it. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. She did it anyway.
Not ever. There's always going to be somebody that thinks in my beliefs.
So the issue for me is how the meat looks like it's not moving. Like it low-key look like it might both itch and burn. You know what I mean? Yeah, I really feel like she could have left herself alone. Like you saw how when it didn't even really move like that. Beautiful girl. So unnecessary. I don't know what she been doing with her life since she got off the show. I don't know how she makes her money. You know, I'm sure through social media, but outside of that, I don't know. But I can't stand when y'all be in the comments big, you know, you just don't say nothing. But why y'all be in the comments acting like that shit don't look bad? Right? Like y'all in the comments with heart emojis and don't call me white girl. Mona got the drip coming down her. I'm like, yeah. That look appetizing to y'all. Y'all see that part right at the bottom? At the bottom, yeah. I be worried that it's dying in there. That's what I be worrying about. That is dying in there. You know what I'm saying? Because what will happen when they get BBLs is that they'll have flesh or you know, like inside of the butt that is dying. Because they take fat from other places and then they put it in your butt. But sometimes it's still been removed from your body. So now it's foreign. So sometimes the inside is like decaying and you won't really be able to see it, you know, but it look like, you know what I mean? It's giving necrosis. Okay. It looks so red. Yes. And that's why I said it looked like it might be infected or something might be going on the inside that it just looked like it hurt. You know what I'm saying? It looked like it might itch and burn at the same time. You know how like when you touch iron? I don't know about y'all, but like if I touch iron sometimes my hands will start to sweat and itch at the same time and kind of swell up. I don't know what that's about. Okay, they said it might be because I'm a witch. They you know, they do say that, you know, that's a thing. Old wives tale witches can't touch. We can't touch silver, girl, without our hands and all of that swelling up. Mind you are so good at reading people in situations, master of discernment. Thank you so much. I've been working on it for a long time, girl. Not smelling like Ray J. I hate y'all. But yeah, so, and you know, so y'all thought it was over. Nah, baby, Black Ink is back. So am I. House of Ink. Yeah, I don't know what she been doing with her life you know, since we haven't seen her. Okay, we've done magazines. Beautiful girl. Really didn't need to fuck her body up. Okay, look like she might have did some podcasts. Okay, nothing I've seen, but all right. Yeah. Okay, Fashion Nova is giving you do Fashion Nova ads. We make our money that way. Okay, and absolutely might be being flown out. Okay, might be you know, selling coochie through the mail. All right, whatever's going, whatever's going on, girl. Okay, but shit, Sky got 4.5 million followers on Instagram. I don't know what she been doing for that. Because I see her ever so often, but she don't really be on my timeline that often unless she's like promoting or selling something. I see her pop up like that. But yeah, girl. So, you know, Teddy went to jail for violating probation and looking like Habib. Maybe like he might be on some drugs, and I hope not. And Sky is looking like her ass is gonna be eaten from the inside out. That's unsafe. But they're gonna come back on our TV screens and give us Black Ink Crew with a Caesar that doesn't take any accountability. Sure, let's see how that looks. Speaking of people that don't take accountability, let's move on to men who are insane and their beards don't connect. Kevin McCall links up with Tyrese to talk about giving him the cold shoulder after breaking up with Eva Marcille. Kevin McCall is mentally unwell. Recently, Kevin McCall was online in an interview crying about how he is on food stamps and he brought out his EBT card or whatever the fuck it was. He was crying and bitching out about it. And Chris Brown, who he used to write for, laughed at him and said that's what you get because apparently he fucked over Chris Brown or Chris Brown fucked over him. They're both abusive men, so I don't care. Sounds like infighting. I love that. Either way, Kevin then hopped online and said that, you know, all he got to do, because he's so attractive, he, you know, people just send him stuff because he's attractive. So all he got to do is cry. And that's why I tell y'all that when we have these conversations about men and them expressing their emotions, there is a way to express your emotions that's not manipulation, right? Because we're going to talk about Shaq in a minute. That'll be next. But to me, these niggas weaponize their emotions. And then when people recognize that they're weaponizing their emotions to manipulate people, when women or whoever else recognizes that that's what's being done, then all of a sudden these niggas become like victims.
I just want you to tell people the real story. Because if we was just trying to go viral over the story, then just tell me you want to go viral. But if you ain't gonna tell them the real story, then we out here playing games. And we real watch niggas, and we don't play, we don't do the viral shit. Now you and me both know. Okay? I don't know how much you wanna decide to remember, but that was cool. All that viral shit, imitating my boy, telling niggas that I left you to the streets when you was homeless and fucked up, called me and asked me to look out. I got mansions, multiple mansions, I heard the whole thing. I ain't say nothing, I ain't go at you, I ain't respond. That's not the true story though. Me, to try and get somebody to move you in, the truth is, I knew that everything about your stuff was playing out.
And this is them talking about how they play and they scheme and they plot and they want to go viral. So y'all remember when Tyrese got online and was crying, why are you wiring me? Yeah, weaponizing his emotions.
World to see, but I was in the middle of my own shit. My baby mama shit, nigga, Trump's yours 5,000 times. And way more red ass steak, nigga. And every fucking movie and franchise imaginable if I don't clean my shit up. So you think I'm about to move a nigga in with his own baby, accused of domestic violence, fighting for his own daughter, going through all the shit you going through publicly? I'm about to move a nigga like you into my shit and fuck my shit up? That ain't gonna happen. So I said, look, cuz.
Respect. He's the only crazy motherfucker that can be in his house.
Whoever you know, call them. And then if they not fucking with you, they might end up fucking with you if I'm on the phone to at least stamp it and say, look, cuz.
I can't help you, but maybe if you call a bitch you know, and I can sing Sweet Lady, they'll let you come by their house.
Look, my nigga might be going through some shit, but you do know the nigga. And if you got a room or somewhere he can crash out, let the nigga crash out.
Right. Don't come over here with me. Go to somebody else's house and fuck up they shit.
No, that's the real story. It was no fucking way I was going to let you move into my crib, nigga, because if I'm fighting for my still be.
And this is just to go to show that these niggas don't care about nobody but themselves. They don't care about each other and they don't care about women. I tell y'all all the time, nobody hates a black man more than other black men. Nobody hates niggas more than other niggas. I promise you. I promise you. I know you think that that's not I promise you. Okay. Let's see. This was the whole thing. Okay. Child. Kevin needs to get the fuck out of our face. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Now hold up, y'all, because I thought I saved it because Shaquille O'Neal was on what's that podcast, y'all, with the football player dude that sometimes act like he got sense. Let me see. Was it on? It's on site. I thought I had saved it. Because I want to talk to y'all about that. Because I feel like, since we talked about emotional manipulation and how I feel that men will say, oh, here you go.
Takes care of Shaquille O'Neal.
Nobody. Take care of myself. Like I caught flack one time. I was on this young lady's podcast and she said, do you express your emotion to your woman? I said, no. Why would I do that? Oh, and they tried to kill me. But I don't. And the reason why, because as a man, you are to protect, provide, and love. And women are emotional and caring. So if I'm telling her I have a bad day, now it's two people with bad days.
First of all, y'all just put this music behind it so that it'll sound sincere when at the end of the day, this nigga is online advertising for new coochie. That's what this is. I don't want to hear none of that shit. First, like just straight off rip, y'all. This whole conversation is advertisement for him to get another group of young women to be around him so he can feel like he's not alone and miserable after he done fucked over the people in his life that actually loved him and cared about him. Okay? See, this is what happens. They think that they can ruin the relationships with everybody. They don't give a fuck because they only care about themselves. And they think the only reason that people are with them is because of money. And so they then mistreat the people that actually do love them. Right? The people get tired, they leave. Now you're alone and you really know what it's like to only encounter women that want you for your money. Because every young girl you encounter is there because you're Shaq and you have money and you know it. And now you can really feel the difference between a wife that had all them big ass fucking children for you and these young girls out here that know you're Shaq and know that you're rich. Now you really can. And I think you knew, but y'all thought that the wives would stay. You thought you would always have access to the wife who really cares. And then you would be able to go and get all of these side chicks to make you feel good about yourself. But no, it didn't work out that way. And so now you get your ass on the internet and you weaponize your emotions. Like I just said, Tyrese and Kevin McCall did. And this is why, like, his next part of this statement is such bullshit. Because y'all weaponize y'all's emotions in order to manipulate women. You cry, act like a woman. The woman before, she didn't really love me. She didn't care about me. Nobody ever really loved me. And now you have this woman that you are, dealing with, trying to prove that she's better than the last. All of these niggas do that, especially men with money. They're always manipulating the next woman into thinking the previous woman didn't really care about him and she was only there for the money. So that means the next woman has to keep in her mind, I don't want him to think I'm just here for the money. Which is a way for him not to have to give as much, not have to do as much.
I don't tell my woman I'm having a bad day. How's your day? I'm good, baby. I got to take care of it. Because if you put stress on her, she's going to put it right back on you. Because it's our job to protect, provide, and love. But people, you need. No, I don't do that. I take care of everything, and that's just how it's going to be. And you know why I'm like that? Because it's worked for me.
It hasn't worked for you, though. It hasn't worked for you. It hasn't worked for you. You have a whole bunch of hoes around you. You are alone. It did not work. It did not work.
It's worked for me, so I'm not gonna meet somebody now and be like, not doing that.
Who takes care?
Because then you would have to be vulnerable. And please understand that these men don't want to be vulnerable. And the reason why is because they've spent so much time being fucked up to other people. They know the karma is coming back to them. Trick Daddy, because Love and Hip Hop Miami, we're gonna talk about it. I actually might wait until tomorrow and give y'all a members only tomorrow, and we could do both episodes of Love and Hip Hop Miami and Bell Collective. So yeah, I'll probably wait till tomorrow after because I was gonna do it after I got off this live, but now I'm like, I'm probably gonna go work out or something. But yeah, no, that's exactly how Tina Turner got swindled into an abusive relationship. That's how most of them do it. Make you believe that the last woman was so terrible and she fucked over him so much. So now you feel like you got to make up for what the last bitch did by proving that you're not there for the money.
Care of Shaquille O'Neal.
Nobody. Take care of myself.
See, look, you crying. No, nobody take care of me. I take care of myself. That lady was taking care of you and you was dogging her out and cheating on her until she fucking left you. The reason why y'all don't want to be emotionally vulnerable is because you think the first time that you actually are emotionally vulnerable with a woman, that's when all of the karma from how you treated all of the women that you fucked over, that's when that's going to come. That's why a lot of these niggas don't want to be with anybody. They don't want to be with a woman in a real relationship because then it would put them in a space of feeling like I'm about to get everything that I've dished out over the years. I was just listening to one of my favorite old songs today, Ghetto Boys. My mind's playing tricks on me. Every single one of them, they do a verse, right? And the verse is about them hallucinating. But what you realize is that all of them are terrible people. They were still, me and Ghetto Boys were trick-or-treating. Y'all was stealing candy from kids. To an old man got behind y'all ass, right? So y'all were terrorizing the community and you felt guilty. So when you think that something is chasing you, you think that something is coming for you, it's your own guilt from all of the fucked up things you've done. And I have a family member that has spent most of his adult life, not even his adult life, as a teenager, in and out of jail. He's been in jail all of his adult life, in and out, in and out, in and out. And now when I see him, the smoothness, the control, the self-assurance that he used to have in order to talk that shit to people, to manipulate them, he doesn't have it anymore. I went to hug him and the way his back stiffened up is because he can't trust anybody because he's fucked over so many people. He feels like that's coming back around to him at some point. So they trust no one. And it is because they are fucked up people. That's why. It's not because they're a victim and some woman was so terrible to them. No, it's because they spent most of their time being cruel, being mean, being disrespectful, using money to control people, being abusive. And by the time they get older, they are now scared that if they are to actually open up, because now they're less testosterone, which means they are more emotional now, right? That's why he's crying and all of that. That's why you're more aware of the karma. Because you've done all of this. You've done all of this fucked up shit. Now you're older. You're having to sit your ass down, so to speak. And now you really have to sit with how when you were young and you were popping and you didn't give a fuck about anybody but yourself, you ruined all of the relationships that would have been fruitful for you now. And that's really what it is. Because it's not even really just about cheating. It's about the way you treat people, y'all. The way you talk to them. The way you make them feel. And to me, men who are famous with a lot of money and a lot of power and a lot of access, entertainers and people in sports, niggas that make a lot of money, all of them have a sense of entitlement that they can treat everybody around them however the fuck they want to treat them. And then when you get older and you realize that you have basically pushed everybody away, now you can create this narrative that says they was only really there for the money and they not there now because I ain't giving them nothing no more. No, they're not there now because they're tired of the mental, emotional, and financial abuse. That's why they're not there now. He's alone and it's his fault. He had a family and a wife who I'm sure cared about all his bad days. He kept cheating on her with women who probably wouldn't have cared if he dropped dead. And now she's happily married. Tough. And that's really what it is. Talking about, women. And that's another thing, all in the comments, because now it's a conversation about, can men actually express their feelings to women without women weaponizing it? And listen, I know there are a whole bunch of ignorant ass bitches. Oh, you don't like me, you must be gay. You crying, that's gay. I know there are a whole bunch of ignorant, pick me, male-centered, aggressive ass bitches that men will come into contact with that will say ignorant shit. I know. But at large, women be out here loving niggas, whether they got money, whether they got an education, whether they broke, whether they staying with their mama. Women will be there. They'll love you. They'll try to help you get on your feet. They'll fill out job applications. They'll make lunches. They'll do whatever. They'll suck dick, rub feet, doing facials. Bitches is doing any and everything to make sure that you got everything you need. And y'all niggas will still turn around and treat them women like shit, dog them out, and be like, fuck them. I don't know what y'all want from people. But to me, that you talk to women about how you feel, because that's how you get them trauma bonded with you in the first fucking place. It ain't a whole bunch of women out here that you just can't tell your emotions to. That's bullshit. A lot of us recognize that when y'all talk about y'all feelings and y'all emotions, first of all, y'all are unloading on us, because y'all can't talk to y'all fucking homeboys about y'all feelings because they don't give a fuck. You saw how Tyrese was just talking to Kevin McCall. I don't give a fuck about your feelings, nigga. Because y'all don't have no real friendships. Y'all don't really care about each other. It's just, men over women, bros over hoes. That's the only solidarity y'all really have. But y'all don't give a fuck about each other. Y'all don't really talk, right? So when it really come time for y'all to talk about y'all feelings and all of that, y'all want to unload that on the woman that y'all are in a romantic relationship with. And a lot of the times, that is exhausting for women. If you want a therapist, you need to go find one, or you need to pay the bitch, okay? But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to unload all of y'all emotions. And when women love you, that's fine. You talk to me, I talk to you. But a lot of the times, women can't even talk to their niggas. They can't talk to you because you don't know how to talk back. You don't know how to reaffirm what they saying. You don't know how to validate. Y'all don't know how to ask questions to show that you care about whatever the woman is talking about. She talking, so I'm not listening. But then when you come crying about some bullshit, she's supposed to be listening, right? The entitlement. And then we see how y'all weaponize y'all's emotions. We see how y'all come to women crying because you want to manipulate women. You want women to feel bad for you. If they feel bad for you, they'll do shit for you that they may not necessarily want to do. But if they love you, they feel bad for you. They have an emotional connection. We didn't trauma bonded. You didn't told me how your mama, molested you. You didn't told me how this, you didn't told us whatever the story is from childhood, whatever the ancient ass woman that broke your heart. We didn't heard about that. So now you created a trauma bond. So don't fucking tell me that, I don't tell nobody about my feelings. I don't do that. That's bullshit. Because how the fuck else do y'all trauma bond with these women? Get out of here with that. You are responsible for how you communicate in relationships, y'all. It's my last week. Leave me alone. You are responsible for how you communicate in relationships. If you are with a woman that you feel like you can't communicate with, I guess you need to find you another woman. But you don't get to say, oh no, I don't share my feelings with women because they weaponize it. Then why are you with her? Why are you with somebody that will weaponize your emotions against you? You're a man. Why are you with her? Exactly. Shut the fuck up. Let's move on. Let's see. Where else do we want to go, girl? Where else do we want to go? What's on the top? Lil Uzi Vert, Ray J, Brenay. We talked about all of that. Okay, hold up. I want to go back to my shit to make sure. Child, not teacher of the year suspended after allegedly trying to run over child's father in Walmart parking lot. Either you was fucking him or he did something to the child. I'll come back to that later. Let me save it. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about anything that I didn't already save. Come back to that later. Okay, update. I did want to give y'all an update. Okay, David investigation takes a turn. Police say no evidence of murder in Celeste Rivas case. Let's see. The Los Angeles Police Department says there is no evidence of murder in the death of Celeste Rivas, whose body was found in the trunk of a Tesla registered to singer David. According to KTLA, investigators are still awaiting the Los Angeles County's medical examiner's official determination on the cause and manner of death. Without that information, officials say they cannot conclude whether foul play occurred. The LAPD emphasized that they are continuing to examine all aspects of the case in order to provide clarity and justice for Reva's family. For now, the only possible crime identified is the concealment of her body. Under California law, concealing an accidental death is considered a misdemeanor that can result in up to 1 year in a county jail and a fine. No suspects have been named and no charges have been submitted. Let me guess. Y'all are going to say that y'all were doing some type of drugs and she OD'd and you were scared, so you just put her body in the trunk of a car and left it there, even though you were obviously having some type of romantic relationship with an underage girl. So a 20-year-old man is having a relationship with a 14-year-old girl who he was picking up from outside of her house and dropping her back off because it was his Tesla that the neighbor's camera picked up. So they were able to see his car coming back and forth to her house. She was reported missing more than once, and she's had issues with her familial life. That tells me that the family is fucking up. The young girl is probably, of course, an at-risk youth. You end up with David. He's famous. He's a musician. You think you're in love. He's a psycho who's trying to create some type of character around his obsession with you. You're now dead in the trunk of his car, and somehow there's no foul play. I believe that's what they're going to try to say. They're going to say that she OD'd on some drugs and that he just hid her body in the trunk. I feel like you should still be charged with something because you were having a relationship. You were having a statutory rape-ass relationship with a 14-year-old girl, and you were 20. Y'all were on live together. Y'all were together during the time that her parents reported her missing, and now she's dead in your trunk. But no foul play? Yeah, y'all just did some drugs. So you provided drugs to a minor. Because that's where that will go next. You provided drugs to a minor. The minor dies. You don't call the police because you're not supposed to be fucking a minor and giving her drugs. And so now she's dead in the trunk. But we have no reason to believe foul play. Kira, thank you for being a member. Simone, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Bondi, if we become members via YouTube, will we be able to see the members only videos you have on your website? Gotta take a nap before a class. I'll catch the playback. Have a great show. Yes, if you become a member of the YouTube, then I post a link to whatever lives I do on the YouTube. So the page, my community posts will have members only posts. Those go to the link. I'll update the website because it shouldn't just have 2 videos on there. But if you're not a member of any of it, then but you should be able, if you're a member of my website, then you should be able to see more than just 2 videos. But yeah. John D, thank you for the super sticker, boo. Forever Flowing, thank you for becoming a member. Adrian Booker, thank you for the super chat. Bondi TMZ just posted that Wendy doesn't have the condition that caused her guardianship. I know, I saw that. I'm not reporting on that until something actually changes. Because how many times she gonna get tested? They're gonna say nothing happened, and then the guardianship people gonna say, yeah, we don't care. Throw it out. So I'm gonna wait and see. Hey Kayla, thank you for the super chat, boo. Just like the miracle water pastor preacher, drink a packet of tap water and you'll get a $3,000 check. Scam. Girl, I hate that fucking commercial, and I hate that they let that shit play on television still. That's Mo. Thank you for the super chat. I remember when Fantasia got sued in North Carolina by her baby daddy wife. She don't get caught slipping in NC. Yes. Fantasia was one of the first women we heard of getting sued for stealing dick. Thank you, Sam, for becoming a member. I live in North Carolina. This happened to Fantasia. Yup. Tanisha, thank you for the super chat. Come on, Miss Murdoch. As we lay. Thank you. They love it because they can use his power to be exactly who they are. Low-key monsters too. But it also allows a release from the hurt they felt when being victimized, normalizing the abuser's actions and behavior. Ooh, that was a read, girl. Thank you for that. That was a read. Yeah, y'all. This seems fucked up to me. This seems like poor, young, at-risk youth that gets taken advantage of by a dark, older artist. And when I say dark, I'm not talking about being black, y'all. His energy is dark. And then she ends up dead, and now nobody's responsible. Yeah, sounds like David might be being represented by the right people. David might be an artist for the right company, might know the right lawyers, but it's not giving that he didn't do anything to me. So I don't know how we got there. Brianna, thank you for the super chat, boo. There's a TikTok lore saying David has connections to Benny Blanco, Selena's new husband. Selena who? Who the fuck is Benny Blanco? Y'all know I don't be knowing some of these people. But that would make sense. And I'm thinking Gomez. So is Selena Gomez? That's what you meant? That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. Well, then that would make sense. That's some very powerful fucking people. And lastly, y'all, two things before we go. First of all, let's do this.
So let's take a listen to Deb on Keisha Kaur.
So did you see the Breakfast Club interview with like Gucci and Keisha?
Oh, God. Unfortunately, yes. I can't begin to tell you how many people sent me that. I don't follow the Breakfast Club, but I've had that sent to me by several people. That's not the Radrick that I know. It just did not seem like him. In a million years, you wouldn't get to make me believe that either he wasn't drugged up or something wasn't going on with him there. I don't feel like she should have came out nationally saying the stuff that she said about her husband.
Why are you acting like he wasn't sitting right there? Oh my God, I can't stand you old bitches. To me, already what it sounds like is he's not the same ignorant, loud degenerate that he was when I was representing him. So something must be wrong because he's not the same bloated, drug addicted fool that he was back. Like, girl, he was on fucking lean when you knew him. And now he seems drugged up. He wasn't drugged up when he was on lean and falling asleep with a big ass pregnant belly. Like that wasn't when he was drugged up. Oh no, he's drugged up now because he's on medication for his mental illness.
I don't think that that's for the world. That like sounds like somebody that wants attention and that through her.
She does want attention, but at the same time, I do think it's for the world because I think we need to start talking about the fact that a lot of black men, especially degenerate, gangster, fucked up ass black men, usually have mental issues or disabilities that nobody check for because they come from mamas like you, Deb. Mamas like you that feel like if we admit that something is wrong with the baby, that means you failed in some way and you're going to feel shame or guilt about your child having some type of disability. So instead of getting the child help, y'all just allow for them to suffer and get it out the mud. And then they become degenerate, disrespectful ass niggas that can't keep their life together without some woman coming to save them. Girl.
Husband out on the chopping block. I don't care what anybody say. This ain't about them worrying about no damn mental health. This is worrying about people trying to be on top.
On top
Yeah,
of
I'm
what?
sorry. And she also spoke about
On top of what? On top of what? On top of what? America's Next Top. Like, what y'all think Keisha Kaur? The only thing Keisha Kaur is gonna get out of this, besides attention, it is money that she's already basically making over there, as far as I'm concerned. Gucci Mane came out with a book and a new album, I believe, and it's about his mental health issues. I'm so lost. I really do feel like this is just old school black people wanting to push things under the rug and not talk about them and not deal with them. And so you got to make it into something like, y'all know I don't trust Keisha Kaur as far as I can throw her. But I also feel like Gucci is not some fucking infantilized baby that needs protecting. The only person that seems to be protecting him is his fucking wife.
about the mental health, as you guys just heard. Now, another part of this interview, she talks about the fact that...
Can I comment on that real quick?
Please, go ahead.
Evolve so hard that people have to get to know you all over again. Evolve so much that people don't even recognize you anymore. That is exactly what life is actually about.
Well, you know, it's funny.
That's not what life is actually about. Shut up. But what it is that if I was a degenerate, drug-addicted criminal that could not control myself, even with being a famous rapper, and now I've gotten my life together, I'm in better health, I'm taking better care of myself, and I'm still famous, I'm still making money, I'm still doing all of the things, I'm just not involved in none of the same old shit that I was involved in. That should show maturation, growth, change necessary in order for a person to not OD on lean, Deb. Y'all don't want people to grow because then it would mean that y'all would have to grow. Y'all don't want people to be better because it makes you feel better knowing that they're still the same old fucked up individual they used to be. And I personally think that Gucci is not an easy person to deal with regardless of whether he has schizophrenia or not. I also feel like Keisha Kior is a weird bitch. I think they deserve each other. The way y'all keep trying to make it seem like Keisha Kior is over there taking advantage of that grown ass man. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Because it seemed like he wasn't doing a good job when it was just him by himself. He wasn't doing a good job. He wasn't.
When you said that, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking that
She's doing a better job running his life than he is.
when you show that change, people won't believe it. People will criticize you. They will issue on your change. Because after that interview, right, everybody would say he was drugged up. He was this, he was that, he was next to his wife.
He was medicated. He was medicated because he has a mental health issue that requires medication, which helps him obviously be more stable and more able to control himself. But y'all was happier when he was on lean? Like, why are y'all acting like this nigga wasn't on drugs before?
I seen him a couple days later in Hampton, Virginia, where he performed. And Gucci was the same calm, cool, collective Gucci. He didn't have his wife around. He was with his crew, his security. It was the same.
All I see is a healed individual.
He was a changed individual.
That's all I see is.
I know what it is. Sometimes when a woman comes into the situation and she hangs her basket on a man and takes stock of his life and then looks around and sees all of the people around him that really don't mean him no well, this person is going to stop you from growing. That person going to stop you from growing. So then because she's in control, she can then cut off access from those people. Now y'all can't get in contact with him if you're not getting in contact with me. I'm not mad at Keisha Kior for that. Because I honestly feel like who the fuck was Gucci around like that he need to be back around? The fuck? And Dad was just over there with Nicki Minaj. Let Nicki Minaj tell it. Dad was over there with her. So yeah, y'all two crazy hoes in a pod.
The healed human that's still on a journey of healing. Like that's all I see.
And one thing up here talking about his drug addiction back then, and she said he was drugged up during the interview.
But when I seen him in Virginia, in Hampton, he came up to me and he said, "I just want to say thank y'all." And I said, "Wow, what's up?" He said, "Because I shared my story." And he said, "I know some people will joke and some people won't." He said, "But people are actually reading the book, and so many people are hitting me saying, 'Hey, you helping to change my life. I want to change my life for the better. I'm getting into therapy. I'm getting help.'" And he said that was the main focus.
The path of personal growth and development brings huge changes in your life. And yes, they go from the inside out. Yes, you should not recognize me. That's how you should evolve.
Drop a bomb for Gucci one time.
Absolutely.
Well, imagine after doing all that work, right? You being told that you drugged up.
Right.
For doing the work. Like I'm the best I've ever been. I'm my best self. I'm telling y'all my story. And this is drugged up. That's crazy.
Yeah, and Keisha Kior has been, I mean, you guys have seen it. She's been getting a lot of things thrown her way just because she's supporting and helping her husband.
Just for being his wife.
Yeah, and Deb Antony also talked about what she went through with Gucci herself. Let's take a listen to that.
I went through tons of stuff with him, and I'm not going to go through all of that now just because I don't deal with him. I've never advertised anything. People never knew about none of that stuff. And I placed him in hospital.
You think it fucking matters? Oh, you think that because you didn't tell us when he was acting a fool with you, that means we couldn't see that the nigga was crazy? Is she okay? Like, Deb, you didn't have to tell us, bitch. Everybody knew something was wrong with Gucci. Everybody knew that.
I've done various things and nobody ever knew nothing about it. And when she sat there and said, oh, she wished that people would bring him up, well, talk about me, because you wouldn't have him if it wasn't for me. And that pissed me off when I seen that. My son always talk about Gucci, and Waka didn't come out when Gucci was on the stage. Waka was Gucci's hitter. It wasn't about him doing music with Gucci. That didn't happen. He didn't put French Montana out. He didn't put Nicki out. I put Nicki on that stage. He never wanted her on the stage.
That's
and
really
he didn't do nothing with French. He robbed French. I'm tired.
So he wasn't a good person. But you want him to be that person again because this person is not adequate for you?
Of them taking away what I did. I got boxed.
Oh, so this is about you. So this is about you. Oh, okay. I got it now. So because Keisha Kior comes into the situation and turns him into a better man, it now makes you feel like, well, she trying to shit on me because he seemed like he got his shit together and he healthier with her. So she thinks she better than me. Yes. Yes, Deb Batney. I think she's basically saying, I could raise your son better than you. I think that's what she's telling you.
Boxes and boxes of paperwork anytime they want to try me.
Yeah. She know he was up here promoting a book, right? That's why. Like, he wrote a book. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if somebody like asked him, I guess, you know, like what is.
So now and I don't think we were clear on it because we always knew that Deb was the issue, but we all, you know, like it's a love-hate relationship with Deb Batney, right? Deb remind you of all your ignorant ass aunties, but you know, you can count on them, you know? Now I'm like really like starting to see it. I'm really starting to see it, bitch. You know, of course, we know it's your fault that Waka Flocka is the way he is. We know it's your fault, but we just didn't know. But now we know. Because see, that sounds like some narcissistic shit to me. Do you want credit or something? Like, what the fuck do you want from this situation? Sounds like you just want somebody to pay attention to the fact that you put him out. Just like you always was telling, I put Nicki, girl, don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. What have you done for me lately, bitch? Go make a movie. Go write a book. Go do something so we can revisit your life. But you coming out all the time so that you could remind motherfuckers of what you've done? Nobody cares, Deb. But if this is the way you move as a woman, the way you talking right now, I can see why Waka is the way he is. Nobody can ever get any better growing up around people like Deb Batney. Because anytime you are doing something that will actually make you a better person, more control of yourself, you know, like just having your shit together a little bit more, making your own decisions, having boundaries. Anytime you like grow into that, all of a sudden that's going to create a problem for a woman like Deb Batney. That's why your son like he is. Because of you.
What was going on with you and Deb? You know, how was Deb?
Yeah, nobody asked him. Nobody asked him about Deb. I mean, I do know Deb had a huge hand over a lot of the artists.
Yeah, Deb put in a lot of work.
Deb put in a lot of work. Deb had helped Gucci and his label and a lot of stuff. But we didn't ask about that. But Deb definitely did put in a lot of work.
The question, I think, in all of this, what it is that people feel like, you know, they want their credit. I know Keisha Kayor wants it for Gucci and Deb Batney wants it for herself because everybody's put in work. I understand both sides, but.
But when you say like like she had said something about like I did a lot of things, but I didn't say anything.
Talk about it.
I didn't, you know. Yeah, he wrote a book. Like this is his book.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
that's why it's being talked about, and it's shedding light on his stories to bring awareness for other men that's going through the same thing.
That's been the craziest part for me is people turning this into everything but him helping people through sharing what he's going through.
I'm proud of Gucci. If y'all would have seen Gucci years ago, this is a totally different
I remember
Gucci.
the video in the mall.
He's evolved. He's a different human being. So seeing him here and then seeing him in the streets, he's a different Gucci, and I'm proud of it. And I love to see the evolution.
And all I know is if you see a person on a healing journey and you don't believe that they're actually on a healing journey, it just lets me know that maybe you might need some healing too, because healed people see different.
I agree. I don't know if I'm healed enough to see the difference yet, but I think that that's probably true.
No, you're not. No, you're not. But I also feel like I don't know how different So here's the thing. A person can be better at controlling themselves. A person can be better at how they display themselves to the world, right? Doesn't mean that behind closed doors, they aren't talking to people crazy, being mean, being disrespectful, being honorary. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't mean that. But girl, listen, either way, Deb Batney sounds fucking crazy to me. You sound like you just mad that, like, why would we bring you up right now? Why? Why would, like, you need to go and do something with your life if you feel like you need more credit than we already give you. Like, what else do you need at this point? Like, all the, we need recognition. Work on my fucking nerves. Gucci will call you by another name to disrespect you and would dare you to correct him. Lauren, or yeah, she been irking me since the Diddy trial. Yeah, I don't like her. I'm just like, ever since then, girl, I don't like her. I'm sorry. I don't like pick me women, especially pick me women that act like they're moving like a credible journalist and they actually are just moving like a fucking pick me. Yeah. Okay. So let's I want to end let's see what happened here.
There's always turbulence amongst your peers on who can sing and who can't. Right?
Which is a wild conversation, you know what I mean? Because we're supposed to be here to uplift.
By the way, I enjoyed the verses. I know that was a long time ago that Jewett and Mario did. Since then, a lot of just that kind of turbulence has come out. But I dare say, man, we're entering a whole new age. It's better that we work together than work divided. Under those circumstances, would you ever be willing to do work with him? You know,
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think so.
First of all, I could tell you why he wouldn't want to work with him just based on the way Mario is standing. I think Mario is an asshole. That's what I think. I think Mario thinks so highly of himself that he tends to treat other people like shit. That's what it feels like to me. Yeah. Mm-mm. I saw him on Shan Booty podcast, and I know he want to act like he's healed, but I feel like that same I hate my mama ass nigga is under there. He's under there.
You know, I think that for me, it's all about respect. You know, I think you can have your opinion, but you know, the moment I feel like there's no respect there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm cool. I'd rather.
And you don't need him.
Step back.
Yeah.
Y'all know I have a love-hate relationship with Omarion because he another fake motherfucker. I love him though. Okay? We gonna get touchy-feely. You gonna make sure you hear me. Can't wait to do it in the dark. And that's not even it. Okay? Y'all know Sex Playlist is one of my favorite albums of all time. Was that 2017? Sex Playlist? He came out with that. Like, that was the album he was working on when he was on Love and Hip Hop. It might have been before 2017, child. The years have rubbed together for me. But I love Sex Playlist. It's one of my favorite albums to fuck to and just to listen to in general. Okay, I didn't like the one he came out with after that, but that's the album that Post to Be is on, and girl, it's my shit. Like, almost every song off that album is good. And no, Omarion is not like a big vocalist. He can hold a note, especially if he can get his breath under control. See, the thing that made me upset with Omarion during verses was the fact that Omarion be acting like he do yoga and breathing exercises, and you know, he trying to be attractive to all of the Hotep women, right? All of the women that, you know, y'all know what I mean, holistic bitches. Okay, Omarion is trying to find all the holistic bitches. So he get online and he do all of this, you know, look at my abs, look at my muscles, I'm all, you know, oiled up, let's do manifestations and do yoga and all of that. Yeah, he was doing all of that shit, right? Charging people mad money and all of that to do a meditation session together. I was like, nigga, make your money, but I'm not coming. And then he did verses, and I found out that his breath control wasn't where it needed to be. And that's when I was like, oh, you a fucking faker. You a fucking faker. That's what that is. Because why your breathing not right? After all of that yoga and shit that you've been telling us that you've been doing, you ain't really been doing none of that shit. And Omarion is another person that I feel like has mastered unbothered, when really, like, right underneath that is, I'm trying not to be a terrible person. Okay? It's like, either you're going to let me be unbothered or I'm going to start being a terrible person again. Okay? Armpit hair. Right. Okay. Well, shout out to those girls. They're free. We're not. Okay. Show me with him. Oh yeah. Listen, all of it. all of the songs on that album. All of the songs were good on that album. But yeah, I still feel like Omarion comes off as less of an asshole than Mario, and I don't even know how that's possible.
I don't think it's respect there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Especially for somebody like me that has been doing it, before him.
Okay. And the things that you've accomplished.
I'm just saying, it's not by chance.
Okay.
I hear
that. It's by hard work.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's not by chance.
No, there's
Okay, somebody said that what Mario said wasn't disrespectful. Let me find Mario since they didn't add it to that clip. I hate when y'all do that. Like, come on, bro. If you're gonna post somebody responding, then you need to post the original one in the clips. This is why I like It's On Site and Neighborhood Talk, okay? I can't stand Hollywood unlocked ass nigga, okay? Let me see. Because I thought... Girl, what be going on? Oh my God. Jocelyn cussing the girls out and the girls are fighting each other. Duh. Y'all keep letting that lady make y'all think she about to actually do something with them girls besides abuse them and sell them. Where is Mario? Mario. I still think I went to school with Mario's sister, but I'm not sure. Because she said it and she looked like him, but she ain't never proved it. And I just be thinking people be lying. Damn. Is it nowhere? Is it nowhere? I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I hate this. I want to hear what Mario said though, and then we'll get out of here. Because I've been on here for 3 hours. Like, go to hell. Go make sure you get busy in the dark.
No, there's always
before him.
Thank you, Shade Room. Y'all know how to do y'all fucking job.
Omarion.
Omarion, it be hit or miss for me sometimes.
Say less. Omarion.
Omarion, it be hit or miss for me sometimes.
Mario wasn't lying. Mario wasn't lying, y'all. I still feel how I feel about Mario, though. Mario wasn't lying. It is hit or miss. And, you have a terrible personality. So, everybody has, their positives and their negatives, bitch. Okay? That's all I got. I ain't got no more. No, he is. Omarion is arrogant. I just feel like he's not as arrogant as Mario. Okay? Still arrogant. Absolutely. Not as arrogant. You know what I'm saying? Mario did some weird stuff at the show they had together. Mario tried to work it out, but Mario was manipulative and rude. There's an underlying issue with them. Omarion reality show is on BET+. So he has a reality show? Mario is Tory Lane's apologist. Oh, well, that makes sense. But also, y'all, if y'all can ever go and find that interview that he did with Shan Booty, go watch that interview he did with Shan Booty. It'll really let you know. Because he acts like he healed from all of those things, but he didn't. He whatever fucked up individual he was, he's still that person. And I feel like you could see it on him. Omarion reality show was cringe. I didn't see his reality show. I'm gonna have to go watch it. I'm sure it was cringe. Omarion is cringe. Y'all remember when Omarion was on stage at the Versus eating watermelon with his brother? Yeah. Brianna, thank you for the super chat. Oh, I got that one. Thank you. Foxy one. Is that what they say? Foxy one, girl. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a really good rest of y'all day. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Follow my other page, BondyBlue Bites. I just added some stuff over there. I know I haven't in a minute, but I gotta catch back up with all of the editing. But I love you guys, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay? Peace out.